Right. Ooh, why is that turned off? Should be able to appear, that's fine. Let's make it a little bit. Okay, one off screen like that. And gaming, oh, Zippy's here. Hello, Zippy. Thanks for popping in, mate. I appreciate it. I trust everything looks and sounds alright. Let's turn that music off first. Game sound is quiet. Mic looks good. Game sound's going to get a lot louder very quick. Hello. Do hope you're having a good day. I've had a good day. I forget how time zones work. Yeah, everything good. Amazing. Just setting up. Start. Yeah. There we go. Looks all good. Everything looks in order. I feel a lot better. I know that much. Fully recovered from all that jargon before with reflux and everything. So I'm back to how I felt before. So suck it, anti-vaxxers. I'm just as dumb as I was before. I don't need a vaccine to make me any dumber. Yeah, it was a weird sensation. Sharing it online, not sharing it online, but like talking to other people and just like comparing things. Everyone was like, yeah. So I say it's a common thing with like how it felt and everything. So it's all good to know that much. Right. Let's have a quick look. It's cracking. Cool. That's all good. That's all level. Oh, D Hazard bot is assigned to go back to his normal job. Let's get off this screen because this sounds like my intro music. Let's fucking go! He says as he lurks. Well, you know, you can support from the back. That's absolutely fine. It's not a crime. I haven't started yet, so I'm just gonna hold. I'm trying to think what I need to do. I think it's laser domain is my first option. So let's 3, 2, 1, go! Fuck it, let's just dive in. That's really loud in my ears. Let's turn it down first. What rockets do I have? Mag missile 2, drill missile. Oh, I've got a 3. Nice. Don't think I can buy drill missile 3, no, mag missile 3 yet. I'm going to have to quickly check. Wow, am I really quiet in comparison to the music? Am I sitting too far away from the mic? Is the mic turned down? Because the mic might be turned down. My game sounds up, that's why. Then they turn that up a little bit. Kinda. Yeah, I was looking at the levels. Oh, now I'm way too loud. Holy shit, I need to tweet it a little bit. Jiminy Crickets, can we calm the fuck down? Are you the ammo man? No, you're parts vendor. I don't need parts. Okay, now you're literally next to my ear. It's weird how that works. You are the ammo man. Whispering sweet somethings like raspberry into your ear. I cannot buy Mag 3. Okay, well, we just have to hope that we get through this without needing a Mag 3. No. Oh, I probably should have saved. I'll just say, I'll just come off for safe, are you, plebe? I'll be fine. Should be laser. I think laser's my next one. Laser. Laser. I don't even know what to expect in this. Oof, my tummy hurts. I drank diet soda just a bit ago. Oh dear. Mag Missile 3. Holy shit, look at that. Oh, moving twice at once. Who are you? I don't need any of you. And I'm not going to be able to... I might be able to outrun you. No, I can't. No, I can't. Basis to drink can of soda. Soda. We don't call it soda. We call it pop. 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 Can of pop. Bottle of pop. Fizzy juice. Soda. Da da da. Maybe I need that as a sound. Da da da. That'd be nice. Well, since I have this one. Oh, I got you, boy. What was that from? I have no idea. I literally went on a soundbite website and just looked for raw, like RAWR. So it's some VTuber, I think. It might be one of the Hololive girls. It sounds familiar. But I'm hoping Scott will be nice enough to bankrupt himself so we can consistently listen to it and find out. I've also changed it. It's no longer avatars, it's summon. Because it's kind of the same thing. I think I added some new ones today as well, actually. Did I add new sounds today? I don't think I did. Oh, fuck off, Ramon. It was more there to troll my friend, Scott. Oh, that's not a new one. That's just like... I might see if I can get a picture of Freddy there or something. Is this going to hurt? That's going to hurt. I can't escape Numamon at all. It's Guilmon. He's just rubbing Guilmon's head as he sleeps. It's Imp. I know it looks really confusing, but it is Imp, not Limp. Looks so bad, does it? Looks fine to me. He's just giving him a good old head rub. Oh, Vienna. Kinda. Oh, okay. I think it should go faster. I could do. I don't have to have it, like, change what... Oh, okay, I thought it was going to move. Oh. I need to put a command up for all the BTTV things I've got, actually. Wait, I assume Scott's muted, because he didn't react to my changing of the roar. Holy shit. Is he listening to me muted? You can hear, you know, actually, he's dropping Angies. He's dropping Angies, so maybe he's not muted. Or maybe he is. Yeah, I hear nothing. Oh, okay. It's D&D time. Yes, he did. He did indeed. I was most appreciative. That's unfortunate, because I mean, he can't hear the joke with the roar. I know, you should have told me it was fake. I'd have rather him come in and drop it like every 10 minutes thinking he was being funny. And then, like, I can send him a link or a video or a clip or something and actually what he was doing. Fake? What fake? Fake? What fake? Fake? What fake? What fake? Yo, Tartan, thanks for the 2 months there. Chick, I appreciate it. I hope you're having a nice day up there. Well, no, it's down here, down south. It is fairly toasty today. And by toasty, it's like 19 degrees, but my house has just retained every single degree and is squeezing the life out of all of them. It's not fun. Did you manage to catch your shiny earlier on? I don't know the name of the Pokemon because I don't know Sword and Shield. I know it's like a little bird, but I don't know his name. Nah, oh, that's a shame. Is shiny hunting even easier in Sword and Shield? Because I know it was fairly easy. Rookidee? Oh, okay. That's a cool name. You haven't added to that fanfic in 4 days. Well, get fucking to it then, love. So I know when I last played, you should see our heat today, mate. You recorded the hottest temperature on the planet for like not being in a volcano. It's as good as the Precious games. I always liked the Masuda methods and just hatching eggs. That was really good. Impmon. It is Impmon. Scott's muted. He has no idea what's going on. Dead end. Like, literally, the only thing warmer than your country at the moment, mate, is like an actual volcano. Please be down here. Don't make me go back up there. That'll be mega not nice. I'll have this, though. Oh, nice. 3 discs. I think it's like inhabitable heat. I'm sure you hit like 40 or 50 or something. Boulder punching volcano and noises. Hey, mate. Hi. It's been bag. I'm doing well, mate. How are you, dude? I appreciate you popping in. I popped into yours today while you were playing UFC, and it's a strange game. I'll give it that. I don't know the people in it. I just see like men punching each other, which is fair. There's a lot of men I'd like to punch. Oh, that's lucky. I like watching those sorts of things. Then I get annoyed when they just start rolling on the ground together. It's like, no, just stand up and twat him. Stop rolling around together. You want to find somewhere you can do cats again? I mean, you could make some space in the garden, I guess. Holy shit, that was lucky. I think that's why I prefer to watch boxing. Because that's just like solid twatting. I know they got gloves on and stuff. Hello, Yato. Thanks for popping in, mate. I appreciate it. It's very rare that boxers like do the hugging stuff. I like watching straight men run over each other in tight boxes. That's yeah. I can appreciate that. It's like what you twats on about. I love it. Absolutely love it. He has no idea. Freedom. But you know what? It has been a few streams, mate. I hope you're okay. I hope it was nothing serious, or maybe I just wasn't in your cycle. I tend to, when I'm on stream, like jumping between streams myself, I tend to try and jump between a few different streamers every now and then, and you end up losing so much time. I kind of like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Jiu-Jitsu's so cool. I did Krav Maga for a few months. That was fun. That was all like, that guy is coming to you with he means weeks. Was it weeks? I think I got like, I'm trying to think how long I went for before the actual club closed down. I mean, you have to be pretty mental to learn Krav Maga or practice it. I didn't do many classes, no, because the whole thing closed down really quick. Work's been crazy for me on life things. Well, I appreciate you spending some time with us, mate. Obviously, work and family and all that sort of stuff comes first. This is just a hobby. Oh, I wasn't going to escape them anyway. Oh, another mag missile 3. That's handy. Scott wasn't paying attention because Scott was playing D&D. My Krav Maga was the most stereotypical Turkish Krav Maga instructor. That's mega. Ours was a fraud. His name was Nindy. And he was this little guy who we did a lot of training with. But we found out later on that all his credentials were fake. And I was kind of like, that's a bit shit. But like, we didn't know because he was running what we thought was an official school. It looked official. He sounded official. Had all the website and everything. And then like one day we just turned up and he wasn't there. Meanwhile, I'm the doofus who punches reckless in a fight. I mean, I'd rather not fight if need be. I haven't fought in ages. But I think the last time, yeah, just actually a long time ago. Yeah, it was pretty crazy because like we were all stood outside this fucking venue, like wondering where he was, and one guy was trying to call him, and so we all just went, and then we found out later on that he'd been arrested or something. Regardless of my level, I'd rather just hand my phone over and try and fight. I think it depends on the threat. If it's just a dude, like unarmed or something, I'd like just tell him to fuck off. Can I go now? Thank you. I'm looking forward to Scott coming in and dropping the next Raw. If a knife's involved, I'll hand over. Yeah, I get you. You do play FGO, right? I used to. I used to play it quite a lot when I was big into gachas. But the whole like you need to pay attention to it constantly made me slow down quite a bit. I've picked up more than 1-3. But no, I know of FGO. I played it quite a lot. I'm just not active on it. Because I like Saber, but everyone likes Saber. I liked is the name Tamao or something? Tamao? Something like that. And Nobunaga. She's pretty cool. Are you kidding? On guard, scallywag. Lol, just checking. No worries. Ba, 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 da, da. I always 18-year-old guy got stabbed and killed not far away. Holy shit, worst thing, the killer filmed it? Holy fuck. That's mental. I'm a Sakura face favorite. Oh, I see. That's not an issue. I completely understand your outlook there. I don't know many characters, but yeah. The ones I do know, I like. I like the girl you get quite early with the massive shield. I could probably log back into my save file and like get all my stuff back. Well, no, maybe I can't actually. Do you want to still throw it? Like I'd really like that in my items, please. HP disc 2, drop on you. It is getting more and more common. It is kind of scary how common it's getting. That's the one. She had like baggy sleeves, and I am a bit of a sucker for baggy sleeves. And I got her like on my first roll, so she carried me through most of the early game. Other than knife crime, it's because we don't have guns. So, I mean, I'd rather knife crime than gun crime, because gun crime's a lot easier, a lot more difficult to resolve. I mean, we do have guns in the UK, we know that, but they are a lot more difficult to come by. In FGO JP, there was an image release that Mashi was level 100. Okay, that's pretty neat. When I was 17, you'd meet in a field, better each other, than shake hands and go home. Yeah, you'd say after school, like, you know, we'll sort this after school kind of thing. And then you'd fuck each other up, and then you'd go. And that was it. But now it's like, you go to fuck each other up, and then 2 days later, you get fucking taken down by their gang or something. What's worse is it's genuinely hard in the UK to even buy cool knives because of this shit. I've wanted the Karambit for years, but I can't get them because they're just so fucking hard to get into the UK. Like, I bought a Bala song, but it had a dead blade on it, so it's just like a solid lump of metal just to practice tricks with, and even that got stuck in customs. I'd love a katana. I mean, you can get those fake, like, display ones, but, you know, I know what you mean. What the fuck is that about? I've got loads of twos, though. Are you... should be able to disable. I got a black hole. Holy shit. Okay. I just found a black hole in a box. Black hole chan. That's going to loop around. Like 2 years ago, there was an incident where some dude literally murdered all of his family and put them in a freezer, and cops didn't find the corpse until months later. Holy fuck. That's heavy, man. Like, what was his motive? Let's not push my luck. I've only got 2,000 HP left. A bad mine will completely wipe me out. I'm in Texas, so I can walk around with a katana on my back. Crazy. I mean, American gun laws are very different as well. He was mental. Oh. It's unfortunate. As long the blade is not showing, I can carry it. That's crazy. I mean, it's not crazy. I get it, because it's a different world, really. Every country has different things. A guy and his missus in our city set fire to their house in an attempt to save their 6 kids. That puts it in a really bad perspective. I thought they set fire to the house so they could get a new house, because they had a big family and they wanted a bigger house. So they set fire to the old house with intention of getting the kids out of there, and then it all fucked up. And then they end up losing... How many of their kids died? That's literally what I said. Yeah, but you missed out that you said you missed out. Oh yeah, all 6, yeah. Yeah, you said that they set fire to the house in an attempt to save their kids. That bit didn't make sense. I would very much like to find the portal, please. Where on earth is it going to be? Not to you, it did you... Not to you, it... Okay. Okay. The bitch got released recently. Yeah, she ain't gonna have a very good life for a while. Well, depends on where you're at. You have to look for 36 and 37 signs. If you have a license, have it with you. $36 means you can open carry. That's crazy. I mean, from my perspective, that's pretty crazy. Because obviously it's not something I'm used to. Like, the closest I've come is when me and the wife drove over a few cities over to a big shopping centre. And there were 2 policemen carrying MP5s. And weirdly enough, it did not make me feel safe. The idea of those being right there didn't fill me with the concept of safety. It kind of made me feel like, you know, why are they there? Why do we need them? I felt nothing. It was a nice shopping centre. What was it? Was it the big one in Sheffield? I can't remember if it was Sheffield or somewhere else. Yeah, when you see them, it's just like, you know, there's literally Meadowhall. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it just felt weird seeing them. Which I don't think they'd give those guns to mindless cops. You'd be surprised. It's more for safety than for the offers. I get that, yeah. I get it. Obviously, it's a public area and shit. And it kind of makes me sad that that's where we are as a society. They should have training for those things. I assume they do. If I expect, yeah, that's the thing. It's like when I get pulled up. Oh, no, sorry. When I drive and I pass a police car or something, I'm like, my instinct is like, am I driving correctly? Will I do anything to like bring attention to myself? And especially if I'm on a motorbike, if I'm riding my motorbike and I filter past a policeman, I immediately get sweaty. Because it's like, did I do that right? Was I paying complete attention? Did I do all my looks? It's crazy. It's not a guilty conscience because I know I'm right. It's just that second guessing. Can you just die, please? Table. And for security officers, you have to pass 3 different tests to get a license for what they're getting. Nice. Love a good table. I mean, provided the proper checks are done, and provided the safety's there and the training's there, then yeah, I've got no issue with it. Doesn't bother me. It's just weird. But it's only weird to me because I'm not used to seeing it. How the turntabled. No refund if you fail. I love those sorts of things. And that's just the class. Is the failure rate quite high? I'd hope it is at least, and they do push some people away. And it's not just a turn up, look pretty, and go home. Blah 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 blah. You have to pay for a background check. Nice. You see, we have a similar thing to that over here, where you have various background checks for various jobs and stuff. The test is different every time. Oh, I see. That's good then. As long as the correct stuff's there. As long as all the procedures in place and they do genuinely turn people away who try and buy things and shit, then it works. I'm cool with it. You have to get above 75 on the test. Oh, I see. You have a test with 100 questions? Holy shit. I don't think my school test had 100 questions. I mean, heck, my driver's license thing didn't even have 100 questions. I should know, I took the thing like 3 fucking times. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum-bum. Do you have only 5 questions? You have a test with... Oh, I see. So you have 100 total questions possible, but you only get asked 5? Is that what you're saying? Oh, come on. Pokemon just playing with me now. That's only like 50. There's no point doing that, really. Yeah, it makes sense. As long as all the checks and stuff are there and everything's done properly, and they do have a considerable, like, turn away rate where they tell people, like, no, you're not fit. Actually, I do remember, I think when I was really looking into, like, American gun control and stuff, I was watching, like, some videos, and there's, like, some CCTV of a gun shop, and this guy who came in, like, 3 days in a row trying to, like, work the system to get a gun without passing the proper checks, and the guys were, like, proper on it, and they turned away every time, and then they reported them and everything. So the process is there, I guess. They change the questions about every year. Oh, neat. Right, now would be a good time, I guess. Got an MP drive and a max drive actually, so I'll probably save that. Thunder Jabby. Did you go and sub to Bork to buy those emotes? To be honest, this isn't the convo I was expecting to have on today's stream, but it's very educational. I mean, to be fair, mate, we always have an odd conversation on my stream. I love it. No, just the channel points. Oh, good. Okay, cool. That's fine. I mean, it's cool either way. I still have 63k. I love the odd convos. I do. I do appreciate just the ability just to waffle about asinine stuff. So 1 year you have 100 questions total, or 5 questions total. You can only have 5 questions. You can only miss 1. Oh, I see. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, I get it. I was saving up for streamer dab. I've got 2 streamers I watch, and they both have like a VIP slot. One's at 50k points, and one's at 75k. So every time they pop up, I'm always lurking just to try and build those points up. I have 21.6 thousand points. I have, well, it's an 8, but I think it's drunk because it's fell over. Please be aware that I am streaming a timed game, so whatchamacallit, so videos won't be on. Wait, no, heal yourself. Self-care. Hey, dropping the Gilmons. I also have the Gilmon emotes uploaded to BTTV. You don't necessarily have to sub to have them. You can just grab them off there as well. You can either search my name on BTTV, or just like type Digi High or Digi Rage, and it does the same thing. Nice. Hello, Scott. I can see you there, boy. Time game can only save once. You're at home base. No, this is the Zudokorn challenge. So this is a ROM hack of an existing PS2 game. We need to get my fanfic. Claire, goddess, goodness down. She's in a sexy swimsuit right now. I'd fap to that. But where? How was she conceal carrying a swimsuit? Oh, what is this floor? There you go. We've taken Zudokorns Digibeetle. Conceal what? Exactly. Her massive guns, clearly. Oh dear. Oh, I need that max drive. I know I didn't hear you. Conceal carry. PS2, this looks PS1. It is PS1. Did I say PS2? I thought I said PS1. MP disc. Yeah, this is PS1. This is a ROM hack of the game. So basically, they've modified the game so we can do what we're doing. This game is hella PS1. We are absolutely hella PS1. It's that Crimson dickhead again. Sound will be down to, yeah, no worries. So what's that mean for Nemi? Yeah, no worries. Thanks for lurking. I love that Kiwi laugh. I need to find more sounds. I did some more summons, but no sounds today. Oh, he's got a Skull Mammoth one. I have the mode version on my phone. Oh, neat. I don't think there's anyone on this team who's a bigger threat. I think I can just walk through them eventually. No interrupt, see, that's nice. Da, da. X-Tyrannomon is so cool. But it upsets me because there's not more of them. Oh, this is the motivation thing. Oh, that's going to be awkward. That sucks. Bugger. Okay. So he is the bigger threat. And that's an AoE. That's going to sting, actually. And his is an AoE as well, I think. If he goes for it. What is that pink Stano's name? X-Tyrannomon? EX Tyrannomon? I was just saying, oh, he can't hear me. Fuck's sakes. I can't type Braille. Wait, so Thunder Jabby still worked? Yeah, I'll need chat's help. Yeah, someone type X Tyrannomon. I have to go with counter. Wait, is that Tyrannomon? Is that 2 A's in it? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure his phone will autocorrect it. That's almost exactly what I want my channel mascot to look like, but more venomy. Scott, as I remember, when we played Yu-Gi-Oh!, Scott was really big into the Fluffle monsters. The weird sort of cursed stuffed animals. With, like, scissors and shit sticking out of them. Fluffles were fucking... They were creepy as shit. I loved them. They're amazing. They're OP now? Really? Holy shit. I might have to get on DevPro or something. I might just drop Final Fantasy 14 and just go on DevPro and play Yu-Gi-Oh! HP is looking a little rough, so I'll just probably start dropping some HP discs. It's the biggest grind game in my opinion, sorry. Which one you think of grinding? 1 to 4? For grinding, I think 3. Digimon World 3 is more grindy. Because, at least in this one, the levels are only like 10 apart. And it's easy to go to a high area and get lots of levels very quickly. But with 3, you're looking at leveling up like 8 Digimon in a row. Like, let's say if you want to get Beelzemon. Is it hot? It is, mate. It is fucking toasty where I am. And it's doing my nut in. I've got a fan blowing on me at the moment and it's not working. But yeah, so let's say, hypothetically speaking, you want to have Beelzemon Blast Mode on a Guilmon in Digimon World 3. You need to level up Guilmon to level 40 to get Gallantmon. Gallantmon to level 10 to learn Grappleomon. Grismon. Grismon to level 40 to learn Grappleomon. Grappleomon to level 50 with 210 Dark Defense to learn Devimon. Devimon to level 70 to get Myotismon. Myotismon to level 99 to get Venom Myotismon. Venom Myotismon to level 99 to get Mellow Myotismon. And then Mellow Myotismon to level 99 to get Beelzemon. And then Beelzemon to 99 to get Blast Mode. So you want to talk about grind. 3 is so much worse than this. It's unreal how much grinding they expect you to do. Might be as well I use Humor as a defense mechanism too. Actually, Mellow and Gallant needs to be level 40 only. Yeah, but you still need to get Mellow Motismon. It's the process of getting Mellow first. Oh, level 40, okay. Instead of level 99, I get you. You've got to jump through so many hoops. Oh, that's totally not even worth it. You see, I used to do it back in when I first played the game on PlayStation, like when I was younger. I can't enemies are weak to darkness anyway. No, it's all just for basically your own like playability, so you can have the Digimon you want. It's nice because every rookie can have every evolution, but there's so much work to it. We wouldn't know this either. No, that's fair. What I would do is I would leave the console running while I went to school, and I'd put some blue tack or some sticky tape on my control pad to lock the control stick in one direction, and then with an auto fire pad, and then just have the X button held down with the book or something, and then I'd go to school. And while I was at school, then like my character would be running into a corner and constantly battling all day and getting XP for me. Ooh, that hit me a lot harder than I thought it'd be. Well, X-Trimon's gone now, so I should be able to catch up with some healing. How is it? I know, man, it feels a lot fucking later for me. Yeah, me and Binbag are both in the UK, so our current time is 8:46. Yeah, so you'll only be able to level up the first Digimon. So as you're running into a wall, you will cycle over the random battles. So you eventually get a random battle while you're running into a wall. And as long as you're holding down X, your Digimon will just automatically attack whatever's in front of it. So as long as you're in an area where you can kill things in one hit, then you can survive. And you'll just go for hours. So I would normally do it outside the swamp area. And yeah, sometimes it'll take like 10, 20 battles, but you're not there. You're like just fucking enjoying it. Table. I was drinking, so I couldn't table back straight away. Oh, Crimson. Now, nice. Yes, I still feel slightly behind. I think I'm still going quite slow. Um. Shooter gun. But yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. I think I've got laser, and then one more domain before I hit File Island. I think it's laser. Then I think no. I think it is. It's file. I'm sure it's File Island next. Actually, you went into it no plans. That's really respectable, in my opinion. You were the first to start streaming the challenge as well. Yeah, I suppose. Might cuddle the fan in bed tonight. I'm thinking about it. It's gotten so warm before for me that I've literally slept on the kitchen floor with the back door open just to get some sort of cold. The problem is, Chaotix, is this is absolutely ignited. Like, I want to really get into this game. I want to really learn, like, the kind of stuff when you, Smartball, and the guys talk about the game. It makes me just want to get into that level of knowledge on it. So I've played this game casually for like 20 fucking years, and there's some really remedial stuff that I just don't know. I'm imagining you here. I mean, I think I would climatize eventually. It's just, I don't know, I just don't deal well in heat. I'm too hairy for heat. Like, when I see like Lumi and you and Glory like planning your evolutions and planning like XP and stuff, that alone is mental to me because I've never even considered that level of planning. Same with World 4, I know less about this one than anyone other. You see, I know more about this one than World 4 because I played World 4 maybe twice. But this one has a lot more, like... I don't want to say hidden mechanics, but a lot more intricacies than, say, World 3. World 3 is a very, very standard RPG, in my opinion, just with Digimon. Good job having a few beers, try and cool down. No worries, been back. Thanks for popping in, mate. I appreciate it. And I'll catch you on your next stream, dude. Yeah, no worries, man. Thanks for sticking around. I'll catch you later, dude. I think I can avoid doing another small heal and should just be able to get rid of Mammothmon this turn. Enjoy the rest of your night. No worries. Also, hello, Cola. I know I read your comment out before saying hi, but hello. Thanks for popping in, dude. Da, 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 da. Everyone say goodbye to Binbag. He's a cool guy. Most times probably not, because it's still hard to use that knowledge to your advantage. I read through the history of speedrunning Digimon World 2. That wedge of text on speedrunning.com. Written by the adventurer, I think. And that was really interesting to kind of consider it still being quite recent, like in the last like 5 years, that people have started to really peel this game open. And how it started with, I think it was K-Hearts. Was it K-Hearts in the first one? Which is crazy because I knew K-Hearts in a completely different capacity than speedrunning this game. Because he used to help me mod the Digimon Masters Online subreddit. And that's where I knew him from. So when I started seeing his name popping up on the Digimon World 2 speedruns, it was like the Spider-Man meme. It's like, holy shit, it's you. And he's like, holy shit, it's you. That's a life and a half ago. K-Hearts was the first ever run it, yeah. It was just weird seeing his name. I was like, is that the same K-Hearts? And it took me a little while to dig through some like links and stuff, and it was the same guy. It's like, holy shit. So I know you're not in FGO, but soon we'll have Bunny Saber Face Ruler in FGO. Oh, nice. To be honest, I don't mind it. I might go back into it because it was really generous with the free currency, and it was an okay game. Self-care, I've just finished one water, and I've got loads on hand tonight. So I will have a drink. Can I get through this without heal? I think I can. He's only doing like 15 damage to me. I dream right tonight, but nothing Digimon. That's good. Sometimes you gotta get outside your comfort zone and draw other things. Try does how to redesign an OC. Oh man, I would love to be able to do that. I get so locked in how I want things to look, it's really difficult for me to get out of that comfort zone. Triplex Force. Have I turned the big TV off? Is it that warm up there? I drew my characters Percy in the Game Boy palette and a bunch of robot heads. That's neat. That's really cool. The Game Boy palette. I presume, does that mean the green Game Boy palette? Like the beigey green that the old Game Boy screen ran in? Yeah, I can do this that here. A multi quick example, a big one is usually as interrupts can be used while confused. Normally while interrupts have no side effect of not rolling status clearing. Yeah, I did read that part in the history. Where confusion is easily like the worst status. I would show you, but ain't Digimon related on the stream. I couldn't at the moment anyway because I'm doing a speed run or taking part in one, so I couldn't show any custom links on stream. But feel free to drop it in chat. I need to find something to replace my Made in Heaven logo. Might have a dabble. I mean, why not? Doodle something. It's always there. One big one that's usable. Cool, that's Chaotix down. Oh, Chaotix, Crimson. Ugh. Words. So we've got to have one level up there. I am fighting for peace. Digimon has assembled the troops. That and I want to change my logos for AO3. Oh no. But I like the quirk is less useful to use your advantage when it's confused. If attack the melee animation, it will, however, yourself allies with. Wow. Holy shit. Oh no. Look at that. If only I had a max driver. Whatever will I do? But like another quirk that's less useful to use your advantage is when you're confused. If the attack has a melee animation, it won't ever be chosen to hit yourself with. So if you only have melee animation skills when confused, you do nothing or cure the status. Holy shit! You see, I only learned like the other day that Tuskumon's attack is essentially quick attack. I had no idea that Tuskumon's ability, his attack actually just naturally attacks first over everything. You fire coral at me. I should draw a Digimon for the stream. I mean, you're more than welcome to draw my snake. I'd love to see more art of my snake. Let me... Can someone type my Summon thing to save me having to click around? It should be active. No, the summon command. Most descriptions aren't accurate enough. That's fair. There he is. I'm so happy that still works. Guess the description were a quick job and done. Yeah, especially considering like you've got Demidevimon's Demidart, which says it lowers MP, which is bloomin' useless considering the AI and the computer have like infinite MP. There's so much to take into account. There's so much shit that just doesn't work. Or doesn't do at least what it says it does. I name a chew. I imagine the descriptions were just like they got the vague idea of what they did in Japanese and just ran with that. Look, time taking the kid for a drive. No worries, mate. Thanks for sticking around. I appreciate it. Like slamming Tusk says, throw a quick punch. You could reasonably assume it's a quick attack. Oh, I see. It doesn't necessarily just completely state that this move will go first. No, not him. It's canon in my fanfic that Chris eats chicken and spinach omelets for breakfast. Okay. What? Why spinach? And Angelon's Fist of Fate says throw a light speed punch. It has no special effects at all. Holy shit. Protein. Then you better be feeding him cheese and broccoli quiches because that's got a lot of protein in it as well. they're American, do they have quiches? That's a fairer point, actually. I have no idea if they do. I think they do. I think they call it quiche. Babon sounds like saying, holy shit. Maybe? Let's have a listen. I think that's Octomon's attack, though. He throws holy white orbs of shit. Holy shit! That's fair. What we got? That sounds more like literally shit. Like he's not even playing. It's just literally shit. Man. Oh, this game. My parents would never let me name my sister. I wanted to call my dog Hulk, for fuck's sakes. A spaniel named Hulk. I always try and find an interesting name for things like that for animals and pets and shit. Like, I had a tarantula, which was a something paribana, I think. I can't remember exactly what it's called. Says the person with 70 spooders. We haven't got that many now. We've got like 4-ish. I can't remember. 6. Okay. Then I hope I counted right when I went up earlier. I'm sure I counted 4. Go down, Vademon. Oh man. Can you not just, like, die from that, please? Da, 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 da. Guess 2 of them died then. No, I'm quite interested, actually. We could probably stick them on the Battle Royale and see what happens. No, not him. I'm paranoid now. No, it's fine. I'm joking. All the spiders are there. Actually, I might just give him one fucking attack. They're all there. Calm down. It's okay. But it's warm. I mean, yeah, I filled up all the water yesterday. For the spoods, though, why is that in caps lock? Gotta hate the horrible nightmare where the giant spider ate me. Which is funny because of how spiders actually eat. I would not want to be eaten by any size spider because it's such a horrible process to go through. I mean, what kind of spiders do you have locally, though? I imagine you've got the kind of ones that we buy as pets, just like living like in your shoes or something. God, they're really not like Lilymon this round. Because, like, we buy big, furry fucking things. Pocket, I'm literally going to play RSE1 tomorrow. This dungeon has taken an hour. Which I suppose is okay, because these dungeons are huge. One whole bloomin' hour. I have this fear. I'm not going to pronounce that. Oh, actually, we don't have spiders here? Really? Do you not have those, like, camel spiders? Holy shit, Digital King, thank you for the sub there, mate. I appreciate it. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're having a good day over there. Black Tiger is awesome. Excuse me. RE1. Oh, is that the name of the spider? Thanks for popping in, Digital King. I appreciate you sticking around. I see you popping in even. And I appreciate the sub, mate. Thank you, thank you. Da -da -da. Well, the ship key still Navis and 3 ship parts. I have the Navideus. Crimson gave it to me. Done. To prepare a day off, chilling after buying my plates and insurance. Make sure I have a car for work. Nice. Also, Pocket, I'm going to click the link. If there's a spoon, I'm going to block you. Oh shit! Actually, yeah, Anne. Not Ninja. Obviously, don't say the wife's name on stream. Good luck, Kira. I gotta go see the man about a rod. Who? I don't know. Who? Someone. When I was playing Final Fantasy 14, I was going to show you the starting area. And I was literally like seconds from sending you a message to say, oh, come look at this person, come look at this thing. But literally, just outside the starting area, do you know what the level 1 monsters are? They are ladybirds the size of small dogs. Ladybirds and squirrels the size of small dogs. That's the first enemy you fight in that game. How amazing is that? Oh, in 14? Yeah. Ninja's scared of ladybirds, like a phobia thing. It's Agumon. Eyes are sticking. I don't want to just talk about you. Depends on which area you start. They don't all have start. I mean, start. Oh, okay. Thanks, Agumon. Let me check my collection of items. This guy just has like a fucking the car keys to an interdimensional spaceship just lying around in his fucking item collection. Where's DVD? There it is. Da, da, ba, ba, da. Literally just shepherds. The major areas that you have to kill for some for your first guild quest. The Limsa had rats and sheep. Yeah, I've only started in Gardinia. I think that's the name of the place. That's the only place it's given me so far. Yeah, I remember that. The light died. He changed the bulb and it fell out. I remember when one of our dogs ate a day long legs, and then she didn't finish it, so she kind of like let it back out of her mouth. It's quite funny. Burped it out. Sure, I'll be sure to tell him. God, what is actually the current trades? I've not planned for any trades in this game apart from the easy one. Like that I remembered. This fucking Agumon though. Da, 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 da. Just wanders off. What's the trade at the moment? Right now I'm trading Metal Mine for Nitrogen Mojimon. No, I don't have that. Don't you get a Megadramon Kugemon for trade? You get a Megadramon for a Numamon, but I don't have any reason to get it because it's a virus type. I can't DNA with virus types. To me, I could do, and I could have it and just level up and use it as a free ultimate, but the stats aren't great. And since I can't, like, use it or anything, there's not much point to me having it that long. I'm literally just itching just to start a new spreadsheet for this game for a second run or something. But after this run, after I finish this challenge, because even like no matter how hard, like how far I get behind in general. Oh, look at this! Look how gorgeous this is. One of two, three cutscenes in the entire game. Yeah, that was amazing. How cool was that, guys? How fucking cool was that? Shut up, you bold dickhead, let me go. I'm on the Exodus server. I'm on Chaos and Light. On Chaos, I'm on Louis something. On Light, I'm on Odin. Which are the European servers. You calling you're huge? What a rude little kid. That I mean, it is. You're a Digimon, mate. You've been talking to fucking Digimon for your entire life. You've been around talking Digimon. Why is this Digimon so fucking different to you? Like literally, the Colosseum is run by a lion, man. Why is this big talking T-Rex such an issue? Why'd I have to fight you? I haven't saved in ages. Oh shit. Should probably get on there. Yeah, that's odd. Yeah, it just seems like really artificial. He's a speciesist. Maybe. It's one of those reptile folks of small-term memory. Maybe he operates on dial-up. Da-da, ba-ba, ba-ba-da. Oh man. I think after this, I need to look at my Digibeetle and think if I need to upgrade any of the small parts. Speaking of which, when is it Akira and Junior cards at TCG? I don't know. To be honest, I've seen them, but I've kind of fell off the wagon with the card game again. How come only Mamio get a card? I mean, the Digibeetle appears in the cards. And some Digimon World 3 backgrounds appear in some cards. But that's about it at the moment. We can live and hope. Are you going to move out there? No, you're not. Oh, man. Yay, driver. I mean, Mamio is the most popular main character, I guess. He's the most well-known. I mean, he did get, like, a sequel where he was all grown up and stuff and really gangly for considering how short the kid was. Yeah, the next set has all the Cybersleuth characters, which look really good. But his hands are weird. Yeah, he's got yaoi hands. Oh, please let me run. Son of a bitch. Why do I have 3 notifications on Discord? What have I done? I actually watched a bit more of what happened to that Asmongold guy when he started playing in Final Fantasy 14, and that was really shit. Like I watched the first, like the best bits of his first foray into it, and it's just like the way it was awful. Like regardless of what the guy is or what you think he is or what you think he does and everything, that's not how you treat a new player. It's how you make your community look like dicks. And the amount of them that got banned as well, that was incredible. Oh, this floor and these dinosaurs. Open the door. Get on the floor. These fucking dinosaurs. It's funny because Final Fantasy 14 players love to flex the community so loving and accepting. I mean, yeah, from literally... Let me tell you, they're anything but that. Oh, that's a shame. I literally, a few of my friends, I think it's like a select community thing. It's definitely Bubbles. You said the PC, I've got it right on my phone. Oh dear. The Omega passive aggressive. Oh dear. Too warm to keep it on. Wow, holy shit. See yas. No worries, catch you later. As in, like, in 4 hours, I guess. Like, I'd prefer the asshole WoW player tell me I'm a dumbass for messing up a mechanic. Yeah, instead of having passive-aggressive remarks. I mean, one thing I did notice is when I started playing WoW, which was a long, long time ago, I got a lot of help and directions through my first little foray into the game. I had lots of people like pointing me in the right direction, waving at me, pointing out objectives, that sort of stuff. God, watch this dude flatten me. But so far on 14, I've heard nothing. Like, no one has said anything. I've not seen any messages pop up in public. But I also think that the system's different on 14. Aren't there certain restrictions to the free version? Like, I know I can't trade, but do I have access to the same chat system? It's a shame. What's the point of a massively multiplayer online game if you don't talk to the players? Like, that was honestly the best thing about DMO. Was apart from the people who wouldn't speak to you if you weren't BR, whatever that meant, people were really chatty. But most hours because the game was absolute autopilot, and people had nothing else to do other than talk. Flower cannon. You can talk to people from the guild. Oh, okay. Ba, 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 ba. I can't believe I'm on File Island in 10 hours of gameplay. It's crazy. Oh, actually, something I found today. I'm trying to think how to start the story. I was scrolling down Facebook today, and there was a police chase in my local area about 4 months ago. But it would have, and like literally the police chase passed my house. and I was streaming at the time, but because the way Twitch works, I can't get hold of that video because I could quite easily pinpoint the time it went past my house and see if I could hear it on stream. It was like back in April, but I can only see back to May. I mean, I am enjoying 14. It's fun. I'm getting better. Snack is finished. Holy shit, that was quick. Oh, Danagon's done. Shit. Snack is finished. Danagon is done. There is Snack. I'll have to grab it when I next can, which is now. Let's have a look. Holy shit. Oh, that's radical. I love how you've got them coming in from the side. That's really neat. I love the green aura as well. Oh, I'm back. That was really quick considering the source material you've got to work with. Why is everyone back here? I want to go to Fire Island. I literally have no reason to be here unless has the trade changed? Is it still nice Jamoja one? Has it changed over to something else? No, it's still nice Jamoja one. I don't have any reason to have Metal Armymon, although I need to do a DNA. Because I can now get a Mega from whatever I create. If the thing I create has a Mega. Got a few Ds wrong, but could have put more detailing. Well, you know, it's considering how quick you did it, mate. I appreciate the effort. I appreciate the attention to him. DNA, right. I know Lilymon has a Mega. Mori Shellmon, I don't know. Mori Shellmon, that's fucking lame. Mori Shellmon and Flareezemon. I don't know if Flareezemon has a Mega. I can always drop. I'm actually going to go right onto Rookie. I'd rather not give myself. Saying that these guys are all maxed out, and Wizardmon I do need to merge into something. So Triceramon and Wizardmon would give me Patamon with 1 DP. Oh, should have had something open to look at these. I don't know of any decent spots to grind at this point. I do have an image file with all this stuff on. Right. I know I'm burning time here. Flareezemon does not have a natural Mega, because he just goes back into Triceramon. So that's no point we're going there. Patamon. Where are you, dickheads? Not really, where are you on this list? Patamon with 2 DP, we'll go to Marmimon, then Prince Marmimon. I'd rather not, because he's not that great. Let me check some other options. That's another Patamon. Elecmon. It's only going to give me an extra 2 levels, though. Elecmon with 1 DP just goes back up into Tyrannomon, who will get... No, Tyrannomon's just back into Triceramon, so that's not great. I can't see the chat for just a second because I'm jumping to other things. That's Elecmon. Oh, I don't have a lot of choices, really. What was that? Was Mori Shellmon, wasn't it? So what is Mori Shellmon's evolution? Oh, why did you reset the zoom? Mori Shellmon, where are you? Pretty sure he's a data type. Mori Shellmon, Scorpiomon, Plesiomon, so at least that is a Mega, and Sad Water is an AoE. So I think Mori Shellmon is my option here. So fuck it. Let's go! I'll get Tailblade as well for Mori Shellmon, and I'll retain my small heal. Right, so that's that for now. Oh no, it's ugly. I know it is. Okay, wait, it gets fucking extra right away. I thought it was Triceramon's attack. What? I thought that was Triceramon. Oh wait. No, Volcano Strike is Monochromon's attack. Right, okay, so he can chill with Mega Siegemon, and I need to fluff another champion in there. Probably Wizardmon, because he's got a few more levels, I think. Yeah. Right. Now this is where the game starts to slow down for me, because I need to get some levels in these guys. Um, yeah. Sort my Digiline out. I need to transfer him. Server. And Wizardmon. Also, I got my information wrong the other day. There is actually a weird bug in the game where if you have a full server at home and a full Digibeetle, you can't take return bugs. I thought it was just a full Digibeetle, but I did look further and it is a full server as well. So I was slightly wrong about that. I think anywhere in File Island is going to be a good spot to grind. Because they're all going to be champion level stuff, so the fights will be difficult. As if to say I can't just roll over them. But they should get easier a little quicker. I hope wrist stuff for drawing. Oh, sorry, mate. I appreciate the effort you've put into it, though. Dun, 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 dun. But I knew this was going to happen at some point. I couldn't just coast the whole game with that squad. It wouldn't have worked. I mean, it may have worked. I could have probably even done that before that Tyrannomon fight. In my defense, I'd hurt my wrist earlier while gardening, so it's my own fault. If that's fair, gardening is also important. Horticulture, is it? Or is that something else? I think horticulture is something else entirely. Not the Chaos Lords. Yep, you do hear that Digimon World 1 music. Right, so I've now got 4 domains to choose from. I think I've got... This is the DNA thing, but I don't think I can use this one. I love this. This is custom text for the mods. Go away. I'm Santara, I want to charge the Digivolve and not your Digimon. Then it cuts off. Because we can only use the DNA system back at home. That's part of this ROM hack. Right. At least now we can buy toy planes. That's nice. I don't need any of these yet. Wait, so yeah, normally he is the evolution guy for this area, but for the ROM hack, he's obviously not available. So they've taken him out. God, it's been so long since I've bought anything for the Digibeetle, I can't remember what I need. This is ammo, I think. Ammo and parts. Parts, yeah, right. I've only got 20 grand. I can't remember what ones I've got. Super Hand and Laser Arm sound like things I need. Let me quickly check. And tires I need to quickly have a look at as well. Status, Digibeetle. Right, chain tires, phantom hand, drill arm. So green mines, treasure box 3, and green acid. So yes. I need all of these things. So... Oh, I can't buy all of them though. Laser arm and the tires are probably more important at the moment. But I can't buy tires now, so I might as well go for super hands. And then I'll sell the rest, and that should give me enough money to change back. Dun, dun. Cool. Oh, this kid runs so slowly. Okay, maybe that's not as much as I thought it'd be. Don't have anything else I want to sell. And I can't buy the tires because they're 14k. Oh, Drummer Sulfur and Magma Sulfur, that's handy. Cool, right. Well, I might as well get some training and at least gauge sort of what the domains are going to be. I think I need to talk to Ryan first, though. Oh, he's not in here. Oh, he stands in the main gate. Do you have anything to say for yourself? Oh, he disappeared. Right, so now I have an option of Diode, Giga, Port, and Scan. They're all fucking like... I think Scan's gonna be the last one. I remember Scan being awful for me. Cool. Whatever that top left one is, that is the worst one. That's the one that I always get return bugged the shit out of. I literally had a 3-hour stream that I spent just getting return bugs and returning back. So that is Scan up there, I think. Yeah. Fucking scam domain. So let's jump into Diode and see how I fare. But this is where I stop making very quick progress. That's going to be... Yeesh, no thank you. Don't want that. Yeah, these dungeons all suck. At least we get new cool music, though. Yeah, the music in this area. I mean, it's a shame that the battle music doesn't change, but at least the main music does. It's so bad you can't get Quagmon. Yeah, I know. Okurumon, I mean, I can still catch an Okurumon if I really wanted to. But he won't obviously have wild stats, and that's pretty lame. Are you joking? Your debut and you miss? Whoa. You sound like a robot. I did? That was interesting. Was it like a voice thing? Did the signal change and I sound like a robot for a second? I did have a... Oh. There was a motorbike went past. I'll say a motorbike. It was a moto scooter. That may have interrupted, like, the sound, I guess? Sound like a little robot. That's amazing. I had to go back. What's the time we're at? Stream has been going for 1 hour 34, so I'll go back and check the VOD afterwards. That sounds going to be super interesting. Because I don't think anything's disconnected or fallen off or anything. Like, mainly because I haven't touched anything in ages. So now like a robot singing with auto-tune. That's quite interesting. That's interesting. Oh, your attack missed? How dare you? Self-care? Yep, I'll get a drink in just a second. Drink. Makes my wrist remember I've got a lot of wrist exercises. Yeah, I work in an office, so there's a few like stretches and stuff I do every day. It's definitely worth it. It definitely helps like get yourself back into that sort of idea of like stretching and care and stuff. Your counterattack missed? Are you joking? Art in school never taught us that. Just like, here, draw, I'll show you. Yeah, school wasn't very good for self-care. It wasn't really part of the curriculum. I would guard. And you would miss as well. What the fuck? But that's the thing. It's the same with driving. You learn more driving than you do being taught how to drive. That's not the only thing I can think to liken it to. Is that they kind of teach you the absolute most rudimentary basics, but the actual advanced stuff you kind of pick up yourself. Oh man. I learned English by myself better than my English teachers ever did. I mean, they helped a bit. Yeah, they'll help with like structure and direction. Small HP cure, that's nice to have. Well, this grind is going to take a while. And I've got a plan what I'm going to do with, what do we call it, Lilymon. Jesus, that was... all that was the first fight. I know, right? Because I've been sat with these 3 ultimates for so long, everything's going to take so much longer to do. Art lessons killed my want to create. I felt stifled. I remember a lesson we were asked to draw a park scene. I wanted to draw the Great Atund from Discord, so I did. Got an hour detention. We had, I went full edge for my art GCSE. The project we were given the topic safely contained. So people were doing things like treasure boxes or like bound up storybooks, that sort of shit. So I basically got a load of chicken wire and I made these two mountains out of chicken wire and then covered them in what we call mod rock, which is just basically plaster on bandage to make this 3D sculpture of these two mountains. And then I made a little another chicken wire and mod rock werewolf. And then I got some chains and then I tied the werewolf between these two rocks by his like arms and ankles, and I wrote a little story for him, and the idea was that he was essentially just a murderous werewolf that was being safely contained by being bound between these two rocks. And the art teacher referred me to, like, what was her name? That we had some sort of like care teacher who like you had to go talk to if you felt bad or you felt upset or something. Glory Seeker, hello mate, and Gooseberry at the same time. He was between a rock and a hard place. He was. And they referred me to that fucking care teacher lady. And I was like, I don't have any murderous feelings or anything. It's just how I perceived the topic, and I wanted to do that. Welcome in Glory and welcome in Gooseberry. Thanks for popping in, guys. I appreciate it. Of course they don't help. They're not allowed to help half the time. Actually, no. Do your Ice Blast. Had something like that happen once. I was drawing a lot of surreal stuff in my workbooks. They referred me to an on-site therapist. Yeah, man, they just don't understand. They don't get us, Blur. They just don't understand, man. I still remember this one time. We had a humanities teacher, and she was wicked. She was really cool, and she was really progressive with how she taught humanities. And at one point, we were learning about racism in general, and she wanted to show us some old films. That I think she wanted to show us how casually like certain language was used in old films, but we had to take home like 5 pages of permission slips and like disclaimers and consent slips and stuff to our parents to watch these old films because of the content they had. And that was really fun. The films were really good, they're really interesting. I mean, they were old, awful films. Blaze Blast. You can get to the bottom, you can get there. I remember one of them being the Muhammad Ali film. The like, I'm gonna fuck you up kind of thing. But it has like one use of the N-word. So we had to sign like a really important like government thing permission slip for it. It was crazy. Good film though. I vividly remember when I was a kid watching a video of a childbirth and sign. That's the siege watch it reverse. That's a really weird thing to ask. I mean, mate, I've witnessed one in person. I wouldn't want to watch it in reverse. It's weird watching it first direction, to be honest. You might need that therapist. I mean, now you've said it, I kind of want to. Like, but not even just human, like animal ones as well. That'd be really weird to watch. Holy shit. I'm curious, lad, but not that to extent. I'm joking with a friend and rifing and riffing that they were showing it wasn't done yet. Put it back in, it's not done. It's like taking your food out of the oven. It's like, nah, not done yet. Stick it back in. Oh, you whack it in the microwave. Every messy people sooner. God, I fucking love Twitch, man. Please kill Flymon. That's gonna really upset me if it doesn't. That's incredible. Your attack missed and you lost confusion power. Holy shit, Flymon, you fucking suck. What are the ones that I add? Gil Pet? Oh, that's the thing. It's because it's a Flymon, that's fair. I forgot my own fucking thing. Hello, Rebel Spy! Thanks for popping in, mate. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day. We are still grinding. It is, in fact, Calengermon. Calengermon, I discovered him in Digimon World 3 because I chose the Mon squad and I didn't know how DDNA worked to get new Digimon. Oh, I've clicked off my tab, holy shit. And Mon was such a fascinating experience. Is Blaze Blast AoE? No. Haven't got any had contact with a cute girl past few days. Ooh. And she's nerdy too, holy shit. Well, I hope it goes well for you, mate. And I hope you're happy, and I hope it's all good. It's really funny because I've known my now wife since we were in secondary school, which was like, Jesus fuck. I went to that school in the year 2000, and then she went to the school in the year 2001 because she's 1 year younger than me. I first met her in like 2003, 2004 time, I think. And we legit used to bully each other. Because I was really into Linkin Park, and she was into something else. And I remember watching the Linkin Park Breaking the Habit video at school. And she said it was like, oh, why are you watching Digimon at school? And I'm like, it's not, it's fucking Linkin Park. Backstory time, yeah man. So I've actually known my wife for like, how many years is that? It's 2003, so that's like almost 18 years, I think. Oh mate, if you want adorable, you want to see how we actually got together. It's like one of those romance anime that no one watches. It was like, I left school, left secondary school, had a few like cheap flings with other girls at parties and things, never anything serious. And then once she left school, I remember towards the end of school we started chatting a little bit more. And then she told me she was into like anime and stuff. And I emailed her after we finished school. If you ever catch Kaz and Del in stream, ask her for the backstory. No fancy if you thought how we bonded through my awful humour. That's amazing. When I saw 4chan, then I worried for a second then. But yeah, so like after like working and stuff for a year, I went and got in contact with her because I had an old email address and I didn't even know if she used it. And I was feeling quite lonely because I was like getting to that stage of being a teenager where it's like all my friends have like serious things and I don't. So I dropped her an email. I just thought, I don't even know if you still use this email address, blah blah blah. Like, do you want to hang out or something? And we did. And she did use the email address still. So I went and met up with her. We went around to her house for a while. I met her parents and stuff like day one. Now this is like, you got to imagine how I looked at this, because I looked like that absolute typical early 2000s fucking edgy goth thing where I would wear those huge fucking black combats with the chains and red stuff on them. I also went through a phase where I liked wearing bandanas on my forearms as like gauntlets. I thought it looked really cool, but clearly it fucking didn't. And I think I was probably wearing a Cradle of Filth shirt. And I don't even fucking listen to Cradle of Filth. I would have bullied you too. That's fair. I have boots with chains on. They're super nice, not too huge. I did have a pair of New Rocks, which are those big goth boots, but they're really uncomfortable to walk in. But yeah, so that's how I like met her family and stuff. And literally from that day, we were together. From literally that first day, that was it. And that was like the 22nd of August, like 2007. So that was like when we started. So yeah, it's proper like cringe romance novel stuff. I bully you too. It's not a crime to bully you, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm looking back at it. I don't now. I'm not confused anymore as to like why I used to get a load of shit attention. Often ask Kaz what she sees me, and honestly, I think it's make her laugh. That's fair. I think Roger Rabbit. Holy shit. I mean, Jessica Rabbit is that's a good target, man. That's really cute and it's really nice. I mean, looking back, it was fun. We did like dates and things, but we weren't really like a datey couple. But because we didn't do anything else, meanwhile, look at me as had two failed relationships. Well, I mean, at least you had the chance to fail twice, I guess. Ooh, Akagi is now maxed, and right, I kind of need his strength for a little bit though, so you might have to stay in the squad just for a little bit while I train. It's wasted XP, I don't like it, but I've got no choice. I've only really got two failed relationships, which were just basically two flings from like drunk parties and things, but they're both really amicable. Where it's just like we hooked up. It's like, you know what, we only hooked up because we were drunk. Do you want to just like not do this? That was the fourth battle. I go woman I try and get was like 5 years older than me. Correction 6. Ooh, that is absolutely above your belt, mate. Go for it. Shoot for the moon. Worst case scenario, land amongst the stars. Yeah, Mori Shomon's like level 14 now. Ha, get paralyzed. I dated a guy once, started a relationship saying he didn't mind my looks, but then the bit he called me ugly to my face. Holy shit. Not that fast and ugly. My first one was a girl who was kind of like, I gotta stand out. Oh, fuck. Don't need that, man. I'm not like the other girls kind of thing. No. Avoid. Swipe right or whatever you do on that app. I don't know. Left or right, whatever's no. I don't use that. I've never used online dating. Mainly because I didn't have online when I was that age. But that my curious phase was not fun. Learned the hard way that both men and women are capable of hurting you. Shit ain't mutual. That's unfortunate, but at least you learned at that point, and it wasn't like later on, or you didn't get dragged into it, I guess. We're not gonna like that stuff because I didn't agree with her. Oh, it was IRL. Oh, fair. I wasn't assuming it was. I was just saying as a tangent to trying to make a joke about this swipe left, swipe right thing. don't look on there. A lot of judgmental people on there think they are trash themselves, personality-wise. Yeah, it's. I mean, I always see lots and lots of memes about things. People like writing massive joke statuses, or like deliberately catfishing people because it's funny, or they think it's funny anyway. And it just sounds like, literally the worst thing about about online life is the anonymity of it all, and people's ability to be anonymous. So put that in online dating, and it's just awful. Actually, you know what? You can build some MP up. One girl, I got massively upset. I got home from the movies 2 minutes late. Holy shit. But I'm back on the stream like, I am, so am I, mate. I mean, I appreciate it. Feel free to absolutely take time for yourself when you need to. It's not required to be here. I'm happy you are here. But I'm not the only thing in the world. Feel free to go do something else. Missed this more than I thought. Oh, so I really appreciate hearing that, mate. Thank you. I appreciate seeing your familiar name in chat. It's nice that I've got to the point where I don't want to call you guys regulars because that sounds like a label that I don't want to do, but I like having familiar names pop up. It's pretty neat. Murray Shelman's level 15. I'm getting 193, so Wizardmon will level up after the next fight even. If I can find one more Kawagamon at least. Don't really want to go down too deep because things will get stronger quicker. Very quickly even. We are the known. Welcome to the known. I'm a familiar summon, me with tobacco and coffee. I like the smell of raw tobacco or unsmoked tobacco, but I don't like the smell of cigarettes or cigarette smoke. It's kind of where I sit with it. I'm happy I got Q1 Sexy Laugh as a command. You did. Which actually, by the way, Rebel, you don't have a command or name or Digimon, I don't think. I've got loads of options now to add things to the stream. So Robo Necro has the Kiwimon laugh from Digimon Adventure. Ziphius Ace has Darkdramon. Betamon, enough said. Betamon, you say? Betamon. Betamon, you say? It's almost as if I foresaw this moment. I looked through the Etamon one-liner video today, and there's so many good one-liners there. I can't pick like one or two. So I need to really go through them and start like putting them in a tournament to decide. I mean, who doesn't like Betamon? He's amazing. He's that happy little melon frog. He is a very good boy. Thunder Jabbo. How far you think? Sorry. How far you think you're getting Zudokorn? I am on File Island. Just got there in the last 20 or so minutes. So now I've had to DNA 2 of them down because they maxed out. So I'm now just trying to recoup that time because I'm going to have to do some grinding at some point to get my levels back up after a DNA. Because at this point I need 3 like high level ultimates to keep myself going. Holy shit, mate. You lost 75k. 75,666. The highest I've seen lost on my stream release was about 250k. Now I return with added hearing action. Oh no! Whatever will we do? Do we have to brace ourselves? Added hearing ability. Upgraded earplugs. Brace for this. Everyone hold your breath. Got him. Wait a minute. You have been bamboozled. Okay, let's go to the next floor. Where was my... I mean, to be fair, I said I would about a week ago. But then I waited just long. I took my earphones out so I didn't get it myself. You have been bamboozled by the Gowl. Cheater. Oh, yeah, I know, he's right. Fucking taking his headphones out. Hear your commands. I mean, to be honest, mate, you'd probably recognise the voice. I need to find out who it is, to be honest. You almost a 3. Have that for free. I love that. Who'll be there? It is a Digimon. Ooh, this might be fun. I think it's physically impossible for a human to play this game and not ba. Oh dear, my health is looking rough. Not MP, I have no HP discs. I have a HP driver, I guess. Bit of a shame, but hey ho. It's a funky jam Devmon and cooler Devmon, literally. I loved Ice Devmon's voice in the dub for Frontier. Like, the fucking discount Christopher Walken is so fucking weird. It's so good. I get it. Well, no, I don't really get why they went that way. But yeah, it's just fucking weird, man. Ice Brula. He basically says ice and then shivers because he's just like picked up this huge fucking icicle to throw at you. He says ice power. Oh no. Oh, double digits on one of us. I can't get over how close X-Tyrannomon is to what I want. That's cool. I'm kind of mad that X-Tyrannomon, there isn't more X-Digimon. There just really isn't that many. I hate how there's like Metal Tyrannomon, X-Tyrannomon, Master Tyrannomon, but there's no Toy Tyrannomon. I want a Toy Tyrannomon for the Toy Agumon line. I need to stop saying toy because the way I say T is really loud. Oh, Wizardmon has 0 MP. Is there any other X-Digimon beside him? I don't think there is. Can you do anything? Do your Necro thing. They are ghosts in costumes, so technically speaking, is Monzemon an X-Digimon? I mean, let's... Are they ghosts in costumes? I don't think they are canonically. X-Tyrannomon. Let's check the wiki. X-Tyrannomon is a puppet Digimon. It sneaks around within a Tyranno-shaped plush toy. The reason why a Tyrannomon-shaped plush toy is unclear, but it's likely the mysterious Digimon that is stealing away inside just broke into the plush that was the closest. However, this plush toy possesses power rivaling that of Monzemon. I need to click back onto my thing. and it limits the defensive power of an impregnable fortress, so ordinary Digimon and the like are completely unable to oppose it. However, like Monzimon, if nothing pulls its strings, then it is nothing but an ornament. So it's a puppet? So, excuse me? Let me check the Wikimon as well, see what that says. This ain't the same thing. Exact same thing. What is this? Its special moves are Pretty Attack, which emanates from its adorable body, and an evil orb unleashed by the Digimon binding within it, Black Matter. So yeah, it's a puppet being strung by some sort of force inside it. Wow. Its name, its Japanese name is Exu Tiranomon, which is literally Nightmare Pink Dragon. It's been in the manga, in the Crosswords manga, V-Pet, and has 1 card. My question is, why does it look like a dinosaur? I think that was the first plush toy the Force found. Because it's kind of like a Fiddlesticks demon. Like, do you know Fiddlesticks, Ziffy? Because it's not a real line. So I guess is that why I don't have X Digimon. Yeah, I play League. So yeah, so Fiddlesticks is like a demon inhabiting farm equipment, because that's what he saw first when he woke up. So he like Fiddlesticks is just made up of things. That's why when Fiddlesticks tries to run, he like creates arms outside of his body just to drag himself forward faster. He doesn't really know how to walk or anything. He just mimics humans. So it's kind of like that, where it's just a spirit inhabiting the closest thing it found. Fiddle's lore is fucking amazing. I love how Fiddle, the only words Fiddle says are the names of the other demons. Like Evelyn, Brown, fucking Ray, Rast. Everything else Fiddle says is just him mimicking the things he hears screamed around him. So, like, he will repeat nursery rhymes about him because it's the things he's heard from people who are hiding in houses away from him. He has more lines than Ramus. I mean, Ramus has 5 voice lines. Also, check out Ramus in Spanish. Ramus in Spanish has no reason to be that sexy. It's a bit weird. Also, check out Aatrox in Russian. He sounds hot. It's really weird. Aatrox in Russian is one of the angriest people I've ever heard in my life. Teemo in Japanese is basically Pikachu, because it's the same voice actor. It's just weird hearing Pikachu talk about covert ops and murder. Oh, I hate this floor plan. Fuck it, let's go. Oh, that's lucky. Fuck Teemo. Absolutely 100% fuck Teemo. Hate him. I have never ever outlaned a Teemo. I couldn't do it with Skarner, I couldn't do it with Aatrox. just not fun. Not fun at all. It's a 50-50 for me with Darius, because Darius, man, I used to think, like, I met this really interesting Darius player who was clearly smurfing. Oh, man. Wait, is that all the damage I did? But I was playing Skarner top, and this Darius just completely outplayed me. Like, he spent the entire first section of the game playing dumb. And when he hit 6, he just immediately flicked and just completely destroyed me. Like, early on, he was letting me... I think he let me kill him twice. And I was like, oh, this dude doesn't know how to play Darius. He's just jumped on the game. And then as soon as he got his ult, then that was it. He was just all over me. Which is impressive, because, you know, it takes a lot to be good at a character, but it takes a lot to be good at the character and look bad. God, this is literally it. I should really be doing the port domain first, I guess. 75 XP is all I got. Unless you're a Riven. Fuck Riven. I don't mind Riven because I can outplay Riven. Literally every Riven player I've faced has always overextended with that combo. Like, without fail, they will always jump well over me. And they'll think they're getting the better of me because I'm gonna run away. And I'm gonna have to run through them. When that's literally never the case. I want them to be on the other side of me because then I can just do my thing and drag them into my tower. You remember the word then. Right. You want to just list all the League characters, mate, while you're here? When I first started playing League, when I first started playing Jungle, I hated Master Yi. Because he was the only dude I couldn't beat. So I used to ban him every time without fail. And then I just realized, like, how am I going to learn how to fight Yi if I don't fight Yi? But I went through various phases where I spent months banning Yi, and then months banning Udyr, and then banning Kayn. Basically, if I had a bad game, I'd ban the jungler, the enemy jungler, the next game. Like, that would make things better or some shit. Probably you have to play the characters to know how they work. Yeah, no, I get that. Paper Helmet, hello. Thanks for popping in, I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. I assume you've jumped in from Disco Reptiles Discord, mate. Thank you for popping in. Thanks for taking the time to drop by. I appreciate it. How long does Mario have to Digivolve? Level 21. As soon as he gets 21, then I can evolve him into Scorpiomon. But Wizardmon is going to max out, I think, at the next level. And obviously, Mega Siegemon is already maxed. So I'm hoping Mega Siegemon and Wizardmon together will make an interesting rookie. No, thanks for popping in, Paper. I appreciate it, mate. Counterattack. I'm playing. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Digimon, but this is Digimon World 2. It's a PS1 game from the year 2001, I think. 2001 or 2002. This particular version is a ROM hack of the vanilla version, where we have stolen the tutorial guy's Digimon and mode of transport. So we've started the game with a massively buffed team in comparison. And I'm taking part in a community race. So there are 5 other players, all doing the same run, hence the timer. Obviously, the timer is not reflective of my total stream time because we are running this in segments, because it is going to be like a 30 to 40 hour run. But I'm enjoying it so far. It's a really interesting take on the game. I've kind of just hit the point now where I've stopped benefiting from the buffed team. So now I'm just sort of coasting, and I've got to start doing some planning to decide what I'm going to do next. Because this is a funny old game where you can't just over-level the ones you like, because it just won't work. Ooh, I'm going to have to use a heal. I might even have to just defend with him just in case, because I don't know if he's fast enough. Oh, when the last PS1 game came out, that's the thing, towards the end of the PlayStation 1's lifetime, Sony released the need for them to check games. So the PS2 did it as well. Finally, the finally game that came out on PS1 final was in 2005. Holy shit. That's why towards the end of consoles like the Wii... Actually, the Wii just got a new game. I think the Wii still got Just Dance, actually. The Wii is still getting new games, which is really odd. But when you think about how... Yeah, yeah, Just Dance and some Wii Party things, but that has a very good reason for it. Like, the Wii was adopted into so many physical therapy areas, like so many hospitals and things. Nintendo are well aware of how prominent it is in that sort of field, so they continue to support it in that way by letting games be released for it. So Just Dance 2021, or whatever it's called, is still being released on the Wii. And it's a bit crazy to think about, but, you know, it's there. At least they're still supporting it. Ice Power. Oh no, is that him dead? No, it's not. Right, so that should be okay. I should be able to finish this fight now. Although I don't know I could do much longer because I don't have any Healy items. I'm not wasting a max driver on this. I should really use one of these full levels, one of these full turns to go for a Wii. Ba -da -ba -da -ba. 231, so I can get one more level out of Mori Shellmon. That's going to take 2 more fights, so I need to find a way to evacuate this domain now. There's a Devmon there. I could push myself through that and get one more level. I do have a heal on the MP discs. No, you don't need it. You will need it. So I got a max driver. I'm not wasting a max driver on that. Yeah, let's do one more. I'm going to use the first turn to go to the toilet. Give orders. Forgotten era saltiness. LOL really is. Wait, Nanimon? What? I didn't realise that I was fighting the Nanimon setup here. Welcome back, hello. Very quick. Wash hands, come back. Literally dry my hands on the way back. Give orders. Right, so still good. Yeah, I'm the same where I had 2 really bad games and I uninstalled it again. But I am kind of tempted to go back, but now I'm playing Final Fantasy 14. I have more drive to jump back onto 14 than I do to jump onto Genshin Impact or League. Because with 14, at least I know the time I spend doing things isn't pointless. When I play League, like, I know that while I'm playing League, I will slowly get better at the game. But the problem is, it's like spinning plates. You've got to keep going and keep playing and keep trying and keep learning in order to stay at the game. Whereas if you take too much time off of League, you then have to spend 2 or 3 games getting your edge back. And that's the bit that's shit. You should be able to do enough damage for that. You should probably heal Wizardmon. And you can Thunderball. It's probably Yu-Gi-Oh as well. Yeah, exactly. So there's so many things, because they're quite complex. If you spend too much time away from them, like, I haven't spedrun Gungrave in like a month. So if I wanted to jump in and speedrun it again soon, I'd need at least like an hour, 2 hours to relearn the controls. And just to get my edge back. Thankfully 14 is really easy to memorize, like, gameplay wise. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty standard. I have a Spellcaster, real life deck, and a Nordic deck. Ah, the Nordic decks. Every time I built a Spellcaster deck, it always turned into a spell counter deck. I fucking loved spell counters. I loved Breaker, I loved the Royal Magical Library, I loved the Magical Marionette. Great cards. I believe Nordic's got new support. Really? Holy shit, that's crazy. Like, every time I see like one of those random Yu-Gi-Oh ads pop up on my system or on my stream or something, and it's like, here's the new cards, I'm like, oh, they look amazing, but what the fuck are they? I'll check my phone in like 2 hours, man. Oh, I've got a WhatsApp. Oh shit. Oh, that's my brother. It's a YouTube link. What does my brother send me on YouTube? It is... Oh, for fuck's sakes, what? That can't be real. My brother sent me a YouTube link, and the video is just called Liquid Snake Explains Big Chungus. And I've got a horrible feeling that's going to be the exact thing we were discussing the other day about celebrities talking about memes. Now, I know that the guy, Cam Clark, who plays Liquid, he is very well versed on internet culture. Both him and Dave Hayter really play on that, as well as Crystal Randolph, who did Autopilot. They're all, obviously, their games are based on internet activity. And literally, Metal Gear Rising has a whole thing about memes, which was always weird. God, there's loads of people streaming tonight. Holy shit. Shellmon and Mori Shellmon, 2 more classics that I didn't have in Cyber Sleuth. Is Mori Shellmon a classic? He's just Shellmon, but moldy. So is it supposed to be Moldy Shellmon, not Mori Shellmon? Is that another translation issue? Also, yes, welcome back, Cola. I hope you enjoyed your drive, and I hope your kid enjoyed the drive. I mean, he looks moldy. He looks like he's like covered in algae. They're definitely like vines and stuff, and he just looks like a dirty Shellmon. Cool, level 17. So that's not too bad. So that's 6 levels off my first excursion. I'm going to look at what my Shellmon's name means. Amazing. I still need to find a way out of this dungeon. Because I can't autopilot as part of the challenge. Bug sweeps damaged. Mag missile 4. Nice. Bum, 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 bum. Although this is an awful floor to get stuck on because I don't think there's any acid or anything on this floor. There might be one room that has acid in it. Oh. Go on then. What does the Mori part of Mori Shellmon mean? Mori means forest in Japanese. So I'm kind of right, I guess. So it's literally like vegetation Shellmon. I mean, Dio domain, never seen this domain. This is a crazy domain, I hate it. Swampy Shellmon. Oh, the thing's there. This is going to take a 4. Do I have a 4? I do not have a 4. Will it take a 3? Yes, it will. Holy shit. Swamps are in forest, so I guess that makes sense. Yeah. So he is just basically like a moldy stone. Right, cool. I've got a way out. Maybe Shellmon is more like a hermit crab. Mori Shellmon is more like a snail. Yeah, I suppose. He's got like moss and stuff on him though. I could use this fight just to heal people actually. Yo, Sandbax, thanks for popping in, mate. I appreciate it. How is the File Island treating you? This is my first foray into a domain. I'm not coming in here with the intention of beating the domain because I've just had to DNA 2 of my Digimon because Triceramon and Lilymon maxed out. So they're now sat in Mori Shellmon, who now has a high enough max level to reach Placiamon, my first Mega. That did not help. Rawr. Yep, that changed. Mainly because I can. Wait, does guarding work if you're confused? Also, he doesn't have an attack actually, he only has his counter. Raw intensifies. I changed the raw sound as a joke to my friends. Scottaru in chat. He loves the raw, but when he 9 times out of 10 when he's watching me, he's actually sat in D&D. So he can't physically hear me, so he'll just spam the raw like during my streams. So I changed it. So he'll sit there and spam the raw, expecting us to be like deafened by the Davlos, but actually it's just some like random anime raw who I actually have no idea what it's from. I think actually it's a VTuber. It might even be Gora. It might actually be Gora thinking about it. Let me play it myself. Yeah, that's definitely Gora. That is definitely the shark girl, yep. I don't know. I liked Hololive before, but I have this horrible thing where if I know the overarching company is shit, I don't like supporting the branches. Which I know is rich coming from someone who plays League, considering how awful Tencent are. But knowing like what they did to Kiryu, it makes it really difficult to support them because I know that support always goes back to the top. Sorry I left, battery code Burr. I did wonder. I thought like you weren't happy with the Digimon or something. I was like, oh, okay, paper's gone. But no, welcome back. I appreciate it. Thanks, mate. But yeah, so knowing how like cover, sorry, how they dealt and how they treated Kiryu, it's really difficult to morally support the Hololive group because I know that all that currency and all that support and traffic goes back to the same guys who basically kicked the one of their best like members off the team because they didn't like her. Has anyone here seen Full-Time Magister Kwanzi Fashi Chinese anime? I can safely say I have not. I love upsetting weebs in my spare time by calling anime cartoons. Wizard dude looks like Goro. What in the anime or as in this the wizard dude here? Technically it is though. Yes, I know it does. It's just really funny to point out to weebs and they get really upset. In the game, yeah. Wizardmon looks like Goro. Seems that's fair. If I can find one more Bakamon, then I'll kill the Bakamon because that will level up Wizardmon to possibly max. Although, if I'm DNAing Wizardmon with... Yeah, I need to know if he maxes out at 19 or 20. Literally, anime is literally short for anime. Oh yeah, I know that much. I love explaining that to weebs. Because when you call things... Oh no, Devamon. No, I'm not gonna... what does thingy needs? He's got 100. No, I don't think I'll survive that. Morishellmon needs 508 anyway, so no. You won't offend this fetching weed with weak insults. Your waifu is shit. Your waifu is shit. It's fucking shit. Ray or Asuka? Go touch some grass. I love that phrase. Garbage waifu. No, Ziffy, Ray or Asuka? Weeps than horse people. Are you horse people? Like centaurs? Do you troll centaurs online? That's dangerous, man. Who the hell are either? Who the hell are either? People like horses. Oh. They went like actual horse people? Like going online and trolling centaurs or something? Like holy shit. Who's Asuka or Ray? I meant from Evangelion. I may have got yours and Rebel Spy's comments mixed up, thinking you were the veteran weeb, but I don't think you are. Wait, you don't have to pay? Holy shit. Bronies or just real horses? Now, I don't mind bronies, like, on the surface level. They're no different from any of the fandom, but where, like, the surface level of fandom is okay. But anything below... Black Zatsu21, thank you for the follow, mate. I appreciate it. I was literally skimming through Naruto clips the other day, actually. Are you joking? My first thing? Old people who own rich people who own horses. That's a very fair point. They are incredibly easy to troll. Conservatives or Tories or whichever. Sometimes you don't get them like that. I know that. Elaborate, I'm interested. This does sound like one of those stories. I've only ever personally known one horse girl. She was nice as a person, but kind of mental on the side. Like, in her entire family all had tracking apps installed on their phones, so the parents would know where they are at all times. Which is fine, but also a little strange. Like, my brother was dating her for a while. and she encouraged him to get the dating app on his phone, and he was like, "Yeah, okay, I'll play along. This can't go bad in any real way, shape, or form." So this one time, he came home from her house back when he lived with me, and he kept getting messages because he came home and he immediately went to his friend's house 2 doors down just to smoke and chill out. And she kept messaging him saying like, "You said you were going home, but I can see you're not home. You're slightly not home. You're like at a neighbor's house, and you've got work in the morning. Why aren't you going to bed?" And my brother was like, "Are you fucking serious? Like, I'm sat with my friend chatting. Can you just fuck off?" So he ended up deleting the app, and well, I ended up just getting rid of her as well. But yeah, that was a weird thing. So yeah, horse people, yeesh. I mean, I get it for like family tracking and safety and stuff, but in the long term, it's just like, that's a little strange. That's a yikes. It is a big yikes. My brother has awful, awful luck in that department. Like, I wish he had 2 failed relationships. He tries so hard, but just doesn't get anywhere, the poor sod. Also, how can my wife be trash if my wife is a personification of my armor? What does that say? My armor is trash? Ooh. Ooh. Well, like haunted armor? Wolf grasps flip phone tighter. Yes. Yes. I mean, sometimes technology is a truly, truly evil mechanic. What we're doing? Let's shoot you. Shoot you. No, like armor waifu? I've seen your helmet, which is a really weird thing to say, actually. Context. Uh, your armor is made out of bronze. Bronze, I say. Have at you. Have you seen Paper Helmet? Have you seen that artist on Twitter? I think their name is just like Base or something. But they do really, really nice, like, armor art. Let's see if I can quickly find them. Oh man, I think I'm about to find them with that because that's bringing up all sorts of weird shit. Yo, Miss Bashful Face, thank you for the raid there. I appreciate it. I hope you've had a great stream. Reaper91194, thank you for the follow there, mate. I appreciate it.
Thank you for following.
Oh, geez, thank you for the follow there. DH. Ah, you've got the oh my fucking god, Gilmon breads. Thank you for the follow there. Killzone Pro 194. Are you really a pro though? Or are you the 194th pro in a long line of pros? Thank you for the follow there, mate. I appreciate it. We are playing Digimon World 2. This is a community race, so there are a few people taking part in this in segments. Tamer's Anime Ninja. This is a lot longer than I remember. So now I'm going to go over this bug to get out of this room. What is it? Please be an energy bug. Energy bug is fine. Reaper summoned Digimon. Thank you, thank you. But no, thank you for the raid there, Bashful Face. I'm going to quickly jump back up to the thing. Hello from the raid. And the Gilmon bread. Digimon, yes. Playing Digimon World 2. This is, as I say, a community race where it is a ROM hack of the original Digimon World 2. Where we have stolen the tutorial Digimon, the tutorial guy's Digimon team and Digibeetle. So we've started off the game with his Akagi, Dinogon, and Naomi, who I no longer have, but you know, I'm getting through it. So I'm just under 12 hours into the challenge. It is a segmented challenge, so it is taking place over a few months or weeks, depending on how fast we get into it. Tamer's Anime Nostalgia. Yeah, so I am big on Digimon. Everything I do is pretty much Digimon related. I'm really into the lore, the old games, the new games, the games that haven't happened yet, and the games that never happened. They're all good fun. I'm just going to quickly change up my command down here because it's been Betamon for a while. So let's go for Bone Zone and change that up. I have a bunch of commands tied to making things appear on screen. I use a few various different browser sources and stuff, so you can play sounds and activate images to appear in that little corner there. Let's just drop the sounds. These are all completely free to play around with. If you play with the images too quickly, Bone Zone. Bone Zone is Skull Greymon. He is a Digimon made up of bones. Big skeleton dude. Although every time I see him, I'm reminded about the fact that we don't know what he looks like with his skin. Actually, I should probably just drop Ice Blast and Volcano Strike and Thunderball. I love Digimon, but in my honest, I've only played Cyber Sleuth. I mean, Cyber Sleuth is probably the best game overall for the Digimon franchise. It's definitely the one I recommend to new players. Whereas if someone has never seen Digimon before, Cyber Sleuth is the absolute best place to start. Oh no, Cursed Digimon, so sad, Rip Lion, number 3. And the racing game on Game Boy Advance. Oh, Digimon Racing. I've only played Digimon games, a racing game on GBA, the one Digimon Data Squad. Digimon Data Squad was a PS2 RPG. It was a very strange one as well, if I remember how the battles work correctly. Digimon Racing, I did play that on stream a little while ago. I wanted to speedrun some of the levels, but the controls are so difficult for me. Summer Sleuth is such a fun game. It was a great way to be into the series. It really is. It is the best port of entry. Ice Blast again. Oh, these are all data types. That's why I'm doing so much damage. I shouldn't need to worry about him. I grew up on the anime. The first Digimon game I had was Second Rumble Arena on GameCube. Digimon Rumble Arena 2 was so good. Rumble Arena 1 was good. 2 expanded on the roster and the gameplay, and it was just so nice. It was a shame that the third fighting game was All-Star Battle or All-Star Rumble, because it really wasn't as fun. I remember as a kid having the original Digimon World on PlayStation, played for hours but never got far because I was so bad. Mate, I think I finished Digimon World 1 once, ever, because I was so dumb at that game. I did not know what doting meant. I did not know how to control discipline. I thought that my Digimon was angry when I shouted at him. Never played any of the games, watched various series. That's fine. That just means that there's plenty of you to look into or plenty to start. I totally fair. I remember the controls being difficult. It was a bit weird. You can guard, you can do stuff, and you can guard. Cyber is the best place to start. It absolutely is, and it's always on sale. And at the moment, you can buy the complete edition for about $10, which is 2 full games. What's your favorite? As in my favorite Digimon game overall? That's difficult, because Cyber Sleuth is such a perfect game, along with Hacker's Memory. But I still really enjoy Digimon World 3. Oh, so Wizardmon has maxed out as well. So Mori Shellmon is where I'm going now. Digimon 4 is basically a dungeon crawler, like Diablo, pretty fun. Played it with my brother when we were kids. Has anyone played the DS games? Ooh. Actually, can I just switch out? And maybe Ikakumon, he was trained from Penguin. He might get to level 13. Tankmon, maybe 13 as well. So let's chuck in the Kakumon for a while. Oh, and it's left. Right, cool. I think the first time I got in a day before Greymon or something showed up in the village and my partner was a new mon. That is rough. Because that Greymon fight, if you're not ready for it, and he keeps turning up to stomp you, it's really rough. And I think actually that's one of the points I stopped as well, because I think at that point I literally just had a rookie. And I didn't know at the time that talking to the Punimon in the chair activated the battle. So I kept talking to him to rest, and Greymon kept appearing and just kept stomping me. Where's my street sign? What street sign? It's like, if you just wanted to fight, why am I avoiding him? I need to level up. But yeah, so Digimon World 1, it's crazy because World 1 is like an expanded VPET, where you explore the world with the Digimon, level him up, train him, feed him, get the stats right and everything. And then World 2 comes in, and it's like a roguelike dungeon crawler. And then World 3 is basically the prequel to the DS games and Cyber Sleuth in a weird way, because it follows that same path. World 4 is like a Diablo game, which was super strange, because World 4 is the most un-Digimon game on the market. Because you could literally take everything Digimon from that game, and you would not change it thematically. I almost think... Well, I kind of do believe that the only reason Digimon World 4 exists is it was pitched to Bandai as a completely different title, as like some sort of gauntlet style game, and Bandai were like, yeah, you know what, we'll take it, but we're gonna make it Digimon. Because it makes no sense otherwise. There's so many things in that game which don't make sense in the overarching lore of Digimon. 10 damage. Being slapped by a walrus, 10 damage. Exactly, it's just not. It's literally just like a Diablo tie-in. It's strange. You could literally take everything Digimon. You could replace those with Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, and you could turn it into like a PlayStation All-Stars game. Bandai never make any new titles. Rebel Spy, depending on how you're playing it, there is a mod available to skip conversations. If you're playing it on Steam, you can install the mod quite quickly. You see, Bandai are a toy company, that's the problem. They're not a games company, they make good toys. They keep spreading themselves way too thin and trying to cover all their bases. And all these, I play on Switch and PC. The PC version you can mod, the Switch you can't. You see, Nintendo are a great games company, but they're awful at human resources. Rebuild with the new Nintendo, like a minimum upgrade, would have taken years ago. I mean, that's happened with almost every Nintendo console, where they released one and they release a slightly better one a little bit later. The difference being, like, the Nintendo DS and the Nintendo DS Lite, the Lite was genuinely better in all capacity. The 3DS and then the new 3DS XL was better in all capacities. I can't remember if the Wii and the Wii U had advanced versions. But then the Switch and the new Switch just don't seem that different. Bit of a shame. But I understand, obviously, during the current situation, making a new console and getting hold of the parts is difficult. Especially with all the cryptocurrency stuff happening across the world. I was just typing that DS Lite, you beat me to it. The DS Lite was such a great little console. It was so good. I loved PictoChat. I loved... That was it, the Mario Kart thing. Never before have I seen a games company, a console, or a game do what Mario Kart did. Where you could have one copy of the game in one DS and have 16 people play on their other game. So basically with Mario, you could have 16 DSs, yeah, 16 DS Lites, Nintendo DSs, whichever. One person with the game, and you can basically load enough of the game onto other people's DSs wirelessly, so the other 15 people can play Mario Kart from your cartridge on their DS. It was phenomenal. And that's why the Mario Kart game like maintained its value for so long, because they basically became like the ultimate party game, and like no other console did that. I mean, they didn't do it again. Mario Kart 7 did the same thing. Mario Kart 7 was on the on the DS as well. I can't remember. But like even 2 to 3 years after it was released, 3DS. Oh, I remember that. Yes. I never played Mario Kart 7 because after that one I wasn't really into them because I was quite bad at them. But yeah, like no other title after those I don't think did it. But no, it was phenomenal, and like no other console did it, at least. Like, could you imagine Sony doing that? Where one person has a copy of Overwatch, and all 10 people can play off that one copy of Overwatch? I'm more of a Crash fan, that's fine. Crash is pretty neat. I gotta have to go for real now. No worries, Cola. Thanks for popping in, mate. I really do appreciate you stopping by. It's always nice to see you. I'll catch you later, mate. Thank you. Oh, what's this? I almost finished a Mario Game Boy Color game, then my sister made it disappear. So hold her accountable for it to this day. Why would you want to make your friends stop with Overwatch? Hey, Overwatch was good early days, right? It was fun. It was innovative. It was interesting. And it was just good. It was good early days before they... I think, for me, Overwatch started dying when they changed Mercy's ults. When she stopped healing the team and started just like healing one person, that's when the game changed. Every time I think of Crash Bandicoot, I can't help but think of Kudikaris and the nickname he gave Cash Bannocker. Eddie's videos are great. Probably one of my favourite PS1 retrospective creators. I will admit though, his PC building video early on this year was painful to watch. Like, I'm not into the whole PC Master Race thing, but watching someone go through that level of purchase pain and trying to buy parts and doing what he was doing was so... Oh, it's painful to see. Soul of the Samurai. That was a fighting game, I think, wasn't it? Or am I getting mixed up with, like, rival schools or something? The Samurai, Resident Evil? Oh, Onimusha? That's Onimusha, though, I'm sure. Like, it was the... Wait one moment, no worries. I Google. Practiced I Google foo. Did I hear rival schools? Yes, you did. That video where is why I'm trying to never build a PC. Exactly. Onimusha, yeah, thought so. Oh wait, no, that's yeah. This one, Soul of the Samurai. I've got time. I've got time. Oh, Konami. Shin Jikaiken Action, Ratsu no Ken, Ronin Blade. I love those names. No, you guard. Build your MP back up. You heal him, and you do things. Kataro or Lin? It looks familiar. It looks like a game that if I saw it on sale, it'd be like 50 quid or something crazy. Ba, 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 ba. It scared my ass off when I was young. Is it scary? Is Penguin maxed out at 13, I wonder? People throwing at the blood and intestines and stuff? Like, what the fuck? What kind of game is it? Wait, no, I need to check his status first. But is he maxed? He's not maxed. Holy shit, that's weird. Up. Nope, nope, that way. I miss Penguin. There are speedruns, just watch one where, you know, 10 minutes is in what I mean. Okay, cool. Cool. Can't have been bad. I don't know what he says. I love these really badly translated names. Or things they're screaming, anyway. Cool thing is you play as a story as two characters who meet each other sometimes in the game. Just like Resident Evil. Oh, that's pretty cool. Also use herbs to heal. Well, it's a Konami game though. That's strange. Obviously, Resi is Capcom. So it's weird they have similar mechanics considering they're two different companies. Is it more Silent Hill? I mean, Silent Hill is Konami, so that might be a connection, I guess. Maybe it came out before Silent Hill. Maybe. 1999 Soul of Samurai. I'm terrible with dates on games that aren't Digimon, to be honest. Oh, same year? I mean, industry espionage is a thing. So it's quite possible that someone from one company told the other or sold the information. Like what they're doing. That's why you always get, like, for a while, DreamWorks and Pixar would release very similar films. Like when Pixar released Bug's Life, DreamWorks did Ants. There's a few other ones. Also, Hazzy, you and Pocket should play Silent Hill together, and she should stream it. I mean, she won't because she doesn't like scary games. I recently watched Road to El Dorado. That film's so good. It's nice to watch films where memes come from because then you kind of appreciate the meme a little bit more. But no, yeah, Silent Hill's different. She did play Silent Hill as a kid, and Pyramid Head scarred her for life. Gods, I tell you. It is a really good film, to be honest. There's quite a few like really underrated animated films like Treasure Planet and Titan AE, which were really good, but no one really knew about them or watched them. Glorkin. I actually want to play Silent Hill 2 myself, although the move would probably be ruined by the fact that I watched a Let's Play of the game by Super Gaming Brothers, or SGB. I don't know them, but yeah. The problem with content creators playing scary games is because the suspense is there to be suspenseful for the player, that when you watch someone play it themselves, unless they follow along with it, if they're more preoccupied with entertaining the viewer, it does kind of get lost in that little ether. Just Planet's my favourite Disney movie, I don't know either, so fair enough. Right, Ikakumon, are you maxed at 14 or will you get to 15? This is a very important question. Treasure Planet is radical. He's maxed. Fuck. Right, 291 to level up. He's maxed as well. He's maxed at that, so I could always do those two together. I need someone for thingy, so he's gonna max out at 13, so he is 30, 14, so he's blooming useless. Candlemon, he'll probably max out at 14, so I'm not really too fussed with him. So I think it's time I leave. One of my faves too. Only scary game I could play was Fatal Frame 5. Isn't that the one on Wii U? This game was Fear. Oh man, the Fear game, like the first first-person shooter Fear, was creepy as balls. What exactly is going on in this stream? I am playing Digimon World 2. This is a PS1 roguelike RPG from the early 2000s. This is a ROM hack of this game, where we have, well, the hack has modified the start of the game. So whereas normally we'd complete the tutorial and then have our own Digimon given to us, this has been changed. So we kept the tutorial Digimon. I'm doing this deliberately, don't worry. So at the moment, we have we basically received a hyper-powered initial team, so we could play the game like that. So it's a segmented challenge. There's lots of people. There's 5 people playing at the same time as me. Not at the exact same time, but over a course of segments. And we're basically challenging to finish the game with that stipulation and a few other restrictions. So typically speaking, this would just be a roguelike RPG, where we'd go through the dungeons, we'd level up our Digimon, and we'd go and beat the big bad boss. Which is basically what I'm doing, but with the restrictions. It's difficult to explain what exactly is happening in this game without some pre-notion of at least the Digimon franchise. No, I mean, I get what you're saying there, Ziffy. I'm not scared of scary games. I'll play scary games if they're good. So the timer is the total time I've spent on this playthrough so far. So I've spent 12 hours on this playthrough. I expect this run will take around 30 to 40 hours. I can't select that. One of there's various stipulations that if I just told you what they were, they wouldn't make sense out of context. So just know that we have a lot of things making the game very difficult for us in very, very different ways. I saw only rate the files. It's 80 hours. That is my casual run. So when I last streamed this game completely casually, it took me 80 hours to finish. But that was my first playthrough in about 10 years. And I did a lot of excessive training that I didn't really need to do. And at one point, I would basically turn the game on off stream and just flick on the ×2 speed on my emulator and just grind. Da, da, da. Right, so as part of the stipulations, this is the only Digivolving and DNA booth we can use. Right, so Mega Digimon, DNA this, 28. So if he went with a Kakamon, he'd reach 30 with a Crabmon. And a level Crabmon would go up to... It's probably going to be another Plesiomon. Where is Crab? Where is Crab? Crab. Where is Crab? Oh, where the fuck is Crabmon? Penguinmon. He's gonna be green. Crabmon, right, so he's gonna go to Colamon, Mega Siegemon, Metal Siegemon. So I could have another Metal Siegemon. That's nice. A Mega Siegemon is a good Mega to have. Let me just move that over there for a second so I don't have to keep flicking between it. So Crabmon is an option. Wizardmon, there's another Crabmon, and I would have his Necro Magic, which is nice. Yanmamon is another Crabmon. Tankmon is Crabmon. So basically all my choices are Crabmon. It's just basically what I use. He's 28, which means with Wizardmon he'll only reach level 31, which is really fucking annoying. So he'll reach Mega and then not learn his skill. But I want Wizardmon's skill on the squad, and that's a good one to have him on. So I think that's going to be what's happening. As part of this game, without knowing how this works, you have to do a lot of basically breeding to get Digimon up to the right level of damage you need. No, didn't think about naming it. So much grinding. Yes. I'm trying to be smart about it and trying to do the minimal that I need to. So Morishomon, Kakamon. I don't really have any power really. So Kakamon's maxed out as well. So I can chuck him. I don't know, another Crabmon, jeez. Oh, I'm getting lots of crab. That's infuriating. What's he gonna get with that? Crabmon. Everything is crab. That's not very good, to be honest. My Ninjamon is not maxed. Crabmon, Floramon. That's gonna go to Griffinmon actually, so that's good. And it's gonna have a max level of what's he at? Ninjamon is 12, so max level 14. Ninjamon does have another level to gain, so I'm gonna let him gain that level first. Griffinmon is amazing, so I really want him in my squad. Doesn't mean I'm gonna have like a full squad of data types. Transfer, Digimon, server, Ninjamon. You swap out for Yanmon because I don't need you. Who's on the server? A Crabmon I need. You can go in that. Then Digiline, Morishellmon, Ninjamon, and Crabmon. Does probably mean I'm gonna have to switch back all data. I mean, I expected this much because that's all I can DNA. So it makes sense that all my squad will end up being data at some point. I don't mind it because they're all right. Guess we go full Blue Falcon. I mean, we might as well. I just need to find a weaker domain to train these guys up because I cannot survive in File Island with these guys. So I'm trying to think which domain would be best to raise rookies. Let's go to BIOS. Because I don't have a lot of damage now. In fact, even this scares me a little bit. Oh no, that is 3, I think, so I don't want to go wasting ammo that I can save. Man, the portal's there though. Oh, I hate this. I hate this floor layout. It's probably my most hated in the entire game. Oh man. Oh, that's gonna be blocked off. That's gotta be blocked off, surely. Yeah. This isn't very fun. This is an awful floor. Luckily, I've got DP for days, but still. Although I think Mori Shellmon should be able to take those out in one hit, so Ninjamon's attack might be wasted. Parker Graham-san, thank you for the raid there, mate. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. My mic is off to the side. Thanks for popping in, mate. I appreciate it. What were you streaming, dude? Bonfire! I love how Ninjamon just looks perpetually angry. Like a little angry ninja bean. Oh, so that wasn't too bad, actually. Starts off with Reminiscence of Horror and then moves on to Tekken 7. Ah, Tekken. I love the Tekken series, but I have this really strange relationship with fighting games. Where I really like fighting game characters. I like the lore, the story, the art, but I'm so bad at fighting games. How's your stream going? It's going really well. I'm on to episode, or stage 4 of my challenge. This is a community challenge with me and 5 other players, where we're all playing a particular ROM hack of this game that has various restrictions in place. I mean, I try to play, but still. Yeah, I mean, I could probably like play against other casual players, but I don't know. I can normally get through a fighting game and then beat the story on everything, but then I could never go on PvP. Like BlazBlue, I loved BlazBlue. It was so cool. The characters were great. The story was kind of confusing, but still really good. And I loved it. I played through all the story modes. I learned all the stupid special moves. But then when I finished it, I was like, well, I kind of want a little bit more. So I went online and bleh. Have enjoyed seeing Mortal Kombat 11 story. Nice. Mortal Kombat's another one, but I think the Mortal Kombat Online like community is also like a ridiculously high skill ceiling. I mean, most fighting games do, to be honest. Then we start on Smash Brothers. Smash is weird, because I know the words. I know the competitive scene is really, really kind of like tight and high skilled and stuff. But whenever I play Smash with my friends, it's always just like we'll turn the items on, we'll just have Pokeballs, and we'll just smash Pokeballs into the ground until we both die. The fighters I took PvP seriously was Rival Schools, Bloody Roar 3, Primal Fury, Tekken 5 and 6, and Tekken 7 because of a single new character, Lydia. She does Shotokan Karate. Oh, Shotokan! I know that word. My wife is a black belt in... What the fuck is it? Wado Ryu, I think, which is very similar to Shotokan, I think. Yeah. I wouldn't mess with her. Yeah, she trained under a local sensei who has now retired. But yeah, she did everything. She went through to black belt and everything, so she's quite happy with that. This was a few years back. Before that, she trained with Gokanru, but I know that's a really controversial discipline, I suppose is the right word for it. Going for my Nidan in November. Nice. I'm glad the classes are opening back up for you. Just put Ladybug on the table. No, that's mean. I've tried like different styles a few times, but it never really clicks me that well. Classes have been interesting to say the least. I can imagine, because how do you practice like a light contact combat sport? I can imagine as well like training in masks, if that's a thing. Or if it's been online. Have you managed to do online karate classes? I'm perplexed now. Somewhere online, yes, awkward. Ugh. I mean, at least the guys were like willing to try and make it work, I guess. I just need to stop looking away. But the two minute just specific bubble classes, wow. You know, I hate how you only gain one level per fight. I hate it so much. But what's worse is the XP will still roll over. That's the worst bit. So like, it knows I've had 110 XP, which is way more than I need for this level. So now my next level will require 1 XP. Well, if I quickly go and check it. Zero, sorry, not even 1. It knows I need to level up and I will level up, but it wouldn't fucking do it. And it's such a strange choice. They really want to pad this game hard, yeah. There's so much in this game which is literally just there to pad. Game is fairly old, so probably didn't consider people earning over a single XP. I mean, yeah, because the next one in the series kind of dealt with that issue, where it could let you level up several times in a row. Right, well, it appears I've well and truly broken the seal, so on my next round, I'm gonna nip to the loo again. Table. You can also summon table by putting exclamation mark table in chat if you don't want to spend channel points. Got loads of things on trigger fire on my side. Right. Oh, hey, by the way. Work tomorrow? Yes, I'm at work tomorrow. It's working from home still. So what's that in like 9 hours? Got points, might as well spend them. That's fair. Why'd you ask, Ziffy? Okay, just checking. But I really want to put 4 hours, a good chunk on this, because I'm kind of not falling behind, but I started the race first. I was the first one to start streaming the race, and I think now, like, the other guys have done some massive chunky streams on it, and I want to make sure I keep up, and they're not, like, waiting for me at the end. Yeah, even though, like, the big unlocking they've got us set down for the 19th, I still gonna be working from home 3 days a week until the beginning of September. I've already stood up and done things twice. And normally when I start a stream, I have 4 bottles of water, like each of those like shaker waters. That's cool. No, I appreciate the care. I appreciate the concern, mate. Don't worry about it. I could not sit down for that long without doing things. I don't know, maybe I thought you weren't feeling well, but you've been wild this stream, so it sounds good to me. Oh yeah, I've completely recovered. Like, I have no ill feelings whatsoever now. Had the jab on Saturday, felt fine Saturday, felt fine Sunday, felt rough as a shark's arse on Monday. Tuesday it was kind of like, but today is absolutely back to normal fine. That was an awful round where like 3 of my guys missed. But yeah, I've never felt a sickness like that before. It was so strange. Cool. So Patamon is maxed at 13. It's not much point me worrying about that really, unless I've got someone else in my squad. Like, my mouth tastes like metal for a whole day. It was weird. Kakamon's already full. I'm going to change over to a Kakamon anyway, just because he's got a stronger attack. Yeah, I'll probably keep grinding until I hit the 4-hour mark, and I think that'll be me done. I've made loads of progress. I've hit File Island, which I wanted to do this stream. Although I've not progressed very far into File Island, I appreciate that I've got a lot of grinding ahead of me. I don't think Morishellmon's going to be strong enough to do that. But I do think Morishellmon will level up this battle though. Which is still nice. Then I'll have 2 Digimon. Well, I have now 2 Digimon who will reach Mega level. Although Crabmon will only get to level 31, which is annoying. But there's not much I can do about it at the moment. I'm going to head off now. It's pretty late, sadly. Anywho, see you, Hazzy, and cool people in chat. Cheers. No worries, Ziffy. Thanks for popping in, mate. Thanks for sticking around for as long as you have. And thanks for consistently kind of popping your head in. I really do appreciate it, mate. It's always nice to have familiar names popping up in chat. Have a good night, dude, and I'll catch you later. I go for the midnight Digimon radio vibe. and it seems to be quite fun. Man, Midnight Radio is the best radio. In the UK, we used to have a radio station called, I think it was Team Rock or something. And Alice Cooper had a segment between like 11 and 12 p.m. where it would just be Alice Cooper talking about like music with random stories and then playing old rock. It was so cool. And it's like, that's the sort of vibe I want to go for with streaming. Oh, we have that? Nice. Is that kind of that radio show that's on in at midnight, Nights Alice Cooper? That's exactly it. It's so good. I'm not sure like if they're still new or whether they're just replaying old ones or whether he's still doing it. But yeah, it's great. I loved it. I don't have a DAB radio at home anymore because I took it to work and I use it in the office. But I guess I could do it on online actually. Right here, he lives in Mesa, Arizona. Yeah, I do know he moves around quite a few times. I know he's sort of settled now. Seen him play live twice. It's such a good fucking show. Like, seriously, between him and Rob Zombie, just champion showmanship. But that's always been the kind of vibe I wanted for my streams, is I didn't want, like, really high energy, sort of loud, popping things. But Midnight Radio is sort of, like, where I want to sit. I guess. And I'm well aware I need to reduce the amount of times I say like in a sentence, or Yo, Radiation Zone, thanks for popping in, mate, I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Also, is it segmented? It very much is segmented, yes. There's about 5 of us going at it at once, and we're all going segmented because this particular run we think will take us about 30 hours. So this is my 4th segment. The other 3 segments are uploaded to my YouTube, although they're not incredibly interesting, they're just basically big chunks of what I'm doing. They're more there as a record for what I've done. Sounds rough. Yeah, we've got until the end of August to complete it. So if something happens, we have to delay it or something, that's all good. But I just happen to be 12.5 hours in. So it's not too bad. I'm doing quite well, I think. It's a ROM hack of the original, so it's not the original game exactly. There are a few restrictions and stipulations on the game to make it more difficult for us. Regardless, sub 30 easy. Man, I hope. I mean, the last time I played this game, with no restrictions as a completely casual playthrough, it took me 88 hours. But that was with lots of grinding and no even side thought to like doing it quickly. I need to go up there. But the ROM hack we're playing is called the Zudokorn challenge, where we have stolen the tutorial Digimon and the tutorial guy's Digibeetle. Lurk, no worries, mate. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate you sticking around. Have a good stream, dear sir. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. Thanks for the raid again, Parker. If you do disappear while you're away, I really do appreciate any raids, follows, everything. Support is so nice and honestly quite frequent. Just genuinely people just popping in saying hi is just so nice these days. Yeah, so we have a stipulation where I'm not sure how familiar you are with. Of course, you are familiar. You watch school. I've forgotten things. Where we could only use the data digi evolution thing, so we can't DNA digivolve with virus types. We can't autopilot, so we have to either finish a domain or die. And on the main continent, that costs you 1,000 bits each time, which is a bit of a kicker. But yeah, it's going well. We've got like a whole graph on the Discord for it to show us like who's where and where everyone's going. So it's quite interesting to see because the other guys who's playing at the same time are like what I'd consider really good speedrunners. I am the freshest person in the group of people doing it. So the other guys, we've got the the top two world record holders for the actual speedrun for this game taking part. The guy who made the mod is taking part, and two of the players who speedrun various aspects of the game. And they've all like completely planned out what they're doing. I say completely, but mostly. Whereas I have done absolutely zero planning. And that's the angle I'm taking, is I want to compare my zero casual knowledge of the game versus their completely advanced planning. To see what happens, or what the drastic difference is. Right. I need to get him to level 11, ideally, before I go back. Oh, it's hitting. It's hitting 25 more minutes and then I'm happy. Zudokorn. That's the challenge in brief. That is pretty much everything that we are restricted by. Is we cannot use the device dome DNA digivolution, so it completely stops us from using virus types. Because although we can still catch them and use them in our team, we can only use the wild ones. We can't breed with virus types. So we can't make good, strong virus types. I think the main idea of that is to remove Okuamon. Because most virus types in this game are ridiculously strong. No, I don't need to do 3. What am I doing? So we're basically stuck with data and vaccine evolutions, which will most likely end up with lots of fish, because most of the data types in this game are sea creatures for some reason. Sea creatures or plants. But overall, it's a really fun challenge. How's it going? I'm doing really well. I feel much better than I did on Monday. Level up again, so 2 more levels and I can go back. Well, at least finish the domain. On Monday, my stream was so extremely scuffed because I had my second jab on Saturday just gone and was really under the weather on Monday. But now I am pretty much completely recovered and I feel fine. And I've had such a great stream with so much activity and so many like people popping in to say hi It's been just super, super nice. Da, 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 da. I don't know when I'll need to catch more Digimon. Because I know if I can get 3 megas to about level 35, I should manage a good go at the last stage of the game. After that, it's just having enough heals. You deserve it. Thanks for saying that, mate. I appreciate it. It has been a good... I'm trying to think of the best words. Oh, I'm getting kind of tired now, actually. I can't think of words. Streaming has been such a strange thing for me. Because, like, literally, if you told me, like, a year ago I'd be doing this, I'd call you daft, because I really did not like streaming. I didn't like the idea of it. I didn't like how it worked. I didn't like people... I didn't understand it at all. So, when my wife went off work on maternity leave, when she was pregnant, I'd come home from work, and she'd say, "Oh, I found this streamer today, and I watched this guy today." I was like, "Oh, that's nice." And most of the days you've been streaming, I've been at work. It's nice to be at home while you're still streaming. Ah, thank you, Tyra. I really appreciate that, mate. I know time zones are a bit of a kick in the teeth sometimes, but I appreciate when people pop in, regardless of such. But yeah, so when I first looked into streaming, or when I first kind of learned about streaming, it was like 2 or 3 years ago. And I was absolutely in the mindset of, why would people watch someone play video games? Why wouldn't they just go and play the video games? And my wife would watch people like Markiplier or 8-Bit Ryan, Jacksepticeye like play Five Nights at Freddy's or something. And I was like, I'd watch it and I'd like, okay, I get it. But, you know, why don't you just play the game yourself? And she was like, oh, I just enjoy watching someone else play. It's like liking football and watching someone play football. Come here, chicken. So yeah, when I took the jump to start streaming last November, I really didn't expect it to kind of catch on as quick. So I'm really appreciative of all of it. Humbled. And now it's given me the opportunity to look at other Digimon streamers, other content creators, not necessarily just Digimon, but other people who stream in general. And it really opens your eyes to, like, other people in the world, what they play, what they think, how they kind of interact with other players. I know streaming gets a bad rep from, like, the big streamers who do, like, weird things. But down here at the double-digit viewers is where the nice stuff's at. As soon as you start going to the triples and the big uns, that's when this stuff gets a little bit strange. Don't paralyze me. Don't paralyze me. I hate paralyzation in this game. It paralyzed me. My Wolvercorn is paralyzed. Right, well, let's have a quick scope at what's going off elsewhere, because I do intend on reading. At some point, when I get to that degree, when I get to that point in like 15 or so minutes. So let's see what's cracking. Oh, there's quite a few people online tonight. Oh, someone's playing Digimon Rumble Arena. Nice, well that's my target at the moment. Playing Rumble Arena, man. You quickly grab that and mute that tab. Right, this should be this battle done. Oh, let's just hope they're still going when I'm done. I had a really scuffed raid last time. Not last time, but one of my most recent ones was like I was just finishing up and I was about to raid out. And as I was raiding out, I heard my raid notification for someone raiding me. And I don't even know where those raiders went. But it was a bit awkward. Like I messaged the owner afterwards and just said like, look, sorry, that was really bad timing, but I'm sorry. Volcano Strike. Now, unfortunately, I'm stuck at a weird time now because I've got 15 minutes I want to stream for. There is a joke behind why that is Gora and not what it was before. Before this stream, that would play the Diablos monster from Monster Hunter, and it'd play a ridiculously loud scream. I don't know if you know Diablos, but he roars like super loud. And a friend of mine would sit in the stream and lurking while he was playing D&D with his other friends. And all he would do is pop in occasionally, drop some emotes, or just pay for that roar. So he just scream in the chat and then leave. So I thought it'd be funny if I changed it to like Agora, Rower, however you want to say it. So tonight, which is when the change took place, he's been popping in and dropping the occasional roar and doesn't realize that it's Gora and not like the Diablos. He knows now because I've told him what's going on because he came in finally after his session. I found it funny anyway. Oh, that's awkward. Where's the portal, man? It's gonna be down the bottom left, I think. Should be able to get through the top. I'm not too worried about using up fuel because I've got loads of it. Da da da. Da da da. And this enemy should be passive. Yeah. Wait, did my Crabmon actually hit level 11? No, not items. Digimon, Digibeetle, Crabmon is level 11 with 0 to level up. So I can evolve him into Colamon, I think? Coelamon, not Colamon. Coelamon, as in coelacanth. I called it Colamon for so long. That's handy. Da, da. It's a weird floor to start. Ah, some acids. Nice. As part of the challenge, we don't have an autopilot, which is typically an item built into the Digibeetle that would take us home. But it's not present in this playthrough. There we go. So you've got to, like, kill your Digibeetle to go back. It does cost you 1,000 bits each time, but that's just part of the challenge. It's a weird one. I'll admit, it's a weird restriction, but I assume it's designed to slow us down. So let's go and evolve my crab and see what I get. Da, 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 da. I tell you, when I first got this game, because this game wasn't released in the UK properly, my copy was less than legitimate, and it didn't have the instruction manual. Sealamon, thought so. And I didn't realize there is so much explained in the manual that is not explained in game. Like, all the evolution mechanics are explained in the manual, but none of them are explained in game by anyone. So he will reach level 31, so that's cool. The Kakamon is maxed, Ninjamon is now maxed, so what do you two do? I know you can't Digivolve. No, not Colamon, so Kakamon. And Ninjamon, I suppose. Another Crabmon. I don't want an army of crabs. But all these are going to make me Crabmon. Because the way it works is vaccine beats virus, virus beats data, data beats vaccine. So if you fuse a data and a vaccine type, you'll get a data type. If you fuse two vaccines, you'll get a vaccine, and so on. So I'm trying to not pigeonhole myself. That's interesting. I'll take that, because Floramon will lead me to Deramon and Griffinmon. And then I'll have at least a layout. At least a potential kind of start. 1 DP, Rain of Pollen, Boom Bubble, that's fine. Let me get her in my squad. I experienced the opposite of older games where there's not enough information in the manual. Wow. See, the games I've always played have always had like really chunky manuals, and I love it. And it's one of the things I really miss about gaming these days, without trying to sound like an old fogey. Right, Floramon. Right, I think... Yeah, like the Final Fantasy IX manual was amazing. Right, I think we're done here, so I'm going to save. Yeah, I love them. I love old school manuals because they have, like, some of the old ones have, like, really good art. Some of them have really good designs and tidbits and tips and messages, and they're really nice. 12:41, so we will stop timer there. I will leave the music playing while I look for a raid. Raid? Come on, control pads. Behave. Thank you. Never, especially fighting games, never enough information. I remember, like, the old fighting games, like the Dragon Ball Z games, had, like, all the moves and stuff, and they were quite cool. Let me just minimize that. Da, 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 ba, ba. Okay, I have so many tabs open. Oh, I have a thing. Oh, nice. I got an achievement on Twitch. Achievement completed. Talk a little. That's nice. What's that mean? Talk a little is get 15 people chatting at the same time. Oh, I got additional VIP badges. So how many do I have now? How many VIP badges do I have? I have... Oh man, I'm going to do something about that because I've got so many people. Thanks for stream. No worries. Thanks for popping around and sticking around, Sam. I really appreciate it. I'm just checking out raids now. And I've just noticed I've just unlocked more VIP badges, but I don't actually use VIP yet. Well, I have one VIP so far, but I could absolutely use more. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that one. I might say it's a channel point thing. No, I appreciate you sticking around, Sam. I appreciate everyone for sticking around. It's been a great stream, to be honest. It's been really, really, really positive, really, just generally good vibes. So I'm going to find a raid. I'm just quickly flicking around now to have a look. If anyone has anyone they'd recommend or they want to give someone some support, feel free to drop in the chat and I'll take a look. Doesn't have to be Digimon related, I just tend to prefer them just because I get an idea of the Digimon content. I'd hate to send you to like a friend of mine who doesn't play Digimon. Like I've got friends who are playing Call of Duty and I wouldn't raid a Call of Duty player with a Digimon stream because it's just weird. So we have someone playing Digimon Rumble Arena. Trash Panda Arak, I think that is. So I'm gonna raid this one. They look like a new. That would be weird in a funny way. I mean, it would be. It just confused people. Thanks to Stream Glory. Thanks for the stream. I'm reading your name and the message. I am tired. Thanks, Papa and Glory. I appreciate it, mate. I'm gonna go and update my spreadsheet to show where I am. And yeah, let's hope I can catch up with everyone later. And thanks everyone for sticking around. Thanks everyone for popping in. Thanks for the raise. Thanks for the follows. It's all appreciated. And yeah, I'm gonna pop off and go to bed before I start slurring my words and embarrassing myself even more. Thanks for popping in, Radiation. I appreciate it, mate. Ba, 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 ba. Is it gonna work? Yeah, that worked. Amazing. Right, so I'm gonna raid over to Trash Panda, see what they're doing, and yeah, I'll catch everyone much later. Not much later, Friday, for either Decode or I might even do more Digimon actually, and just try and keep up with the squad. No, thanks for everything, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Digital Hazard. Thank you for the raid, man. I appreciate it. Welcome to Spam City. I appreciate you coming. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Welcome, guys. I hope you guys like weird Digimon stuff, so... We're playing the OG Digimon Rumble Arena. Awesome. I'm gonna pause it for a sec so I can at least see chat a bit more. This is intense. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys all so much. You guys are awesome. Bunny Blast! That's right. Just have to hit them Bunny Blast and... Alright, here we go. Yeah, I guess I'd be streaming pretty late for you. That's awesome. Thank you for coming too, Digital Hazard. I haven't seen you for a bit. It's really good to see you. How'd your stream go? What'd you guys play? Yeah. Oh shit, I missed that one. Oh, rude, Vmon. Rude. You're playing